2-1-0. A very good afternoon to you from the James Ronald Webster Park. We welcome you to another day of cricket in the Anguilla Premier League T20 Cricket Championship. Today's fixture features defending champions the Farrington Super Sixers, and they're up against Foreign Stars. The news is, from the toss, the Farrington Super Sixers, they've won the toss and they've decided to bat. So the Sixers will be batting here against the Foreign Stars here this afternoon. Quickly, the lineup for the Sixers. Daniel Proctor, Monson Hodge, Yusuf Hodge, Damien Hodge, Damani Hodge, Masimba Bowen, Shamik Longafert, Travis Carter, Marlon Bryan, and Jamik Francis. For the Foreign Stars, Ashley White, S. Benjamin, D. Williams, Monix, Ashby, Butler, Olivier, Burton, Cyril, and Erskine. So that's the two teams here for you this afternoon. Again, the Super Sixers, they've won the toss and they will be batting. The umpires for today's match, Jack Webster and Jimbo Proctor, they're the umpires who will be standing in today's match. The openers for the Sixers are already out in the middle, Danny Proctor and Monson Hodge. And we'll be seeing the attack started from, it seems to me, from the commentary box end. We are not in our usual position. We are using the old pavilion at a very much lower level than we were. We were elevated on top of, but for this one we are a little lower. We are almost commentating from a third man from the southern end of the ground. If you're familiar with the James Ronald Webster Park, we normally broadcast from the northern end, and we are at a third man position for a right-handed batter as we look across the field. Yeah. So the attack will be started from the south, from the Central Polyclinic end. Samuel Theodore, Sambo as we call him, is here with me. John Millington is also in the back. He'll be coming in after I've done my first stint. And we will get things on the way. So again, we want to welcome listeners, wherever you are, to the broadcast today. It's a lovely day for cricket, bright, sunny conditions, some white puffy clouds away in the distance. There's quite a bit of a breeze about here today, but wonderful sunshine, just a wonderful day. The field very much spread. The umpire is giving us a signal here in the commentary area. That's umpire Webster. And the opening bowler, John? Ashley White, the captain, in fact. Yes, so he's taking things, will be starting things here. So it's the Foreign Stars up against the Sixers. Sixers winning the toss and deciding to bat. And we are just about what? In terms of our time, just looking here very quickly. Yep, just about coming up on 14 minutes after 1 o'clock. We should have started at 1, so we've started 14 minutes late. The field I'll give you in a moment, but we're looking at the first delivery. It's the right arm. No, he doesn't bowl, so I can give it to you very quickly. There's a third man. There's a man at backward point. There's a cover. There's an extra cover, short extra cover, mid-off, mid-on. Close in mid-wicket, man just backward of the square leg umpire. That's the field for Ashley White, right arm over the wicket, in bows to Monson Hodge, who goes back and just pushes this one stylishly out into the offside field to the man at short cover, extra cover, and there is no run. So we've seen the first delivery here in this contest. It promises to be a good one. These two teams, whenever they meet, usually have a very good contest. White it is again from the far end of the ground. He's up to the wicket now, bows to Monson Hodge, who attempts to turn it around the corner, seem to have taken it on the pad. We'll wait for the signal. It comes. No, is there a signal from the umpire? Yes, it comes now. So we are on the way by way of a leg by. Signal acknowledged in our commentary area here to that given by the umpire. So 1 for no wicket in this, the first over. 2 deliveries bowled so far. It's the Sixers winning the toss and batting here against the Foreign Stars. It's Ashley White, right arm, just a gentle medium, military medium, I'll call it. He's up to the wicket about this one. The batter, that's Proctor. He was coming onto the front foot. There was a loud shout, but umpire Jack Webster just walks away as we as I told you earlier, we are down in this third man position, so we are not directly behind the stumps that we would have liked, but that is what it is, and so we are operating. White again. In now, bowls to Danny Proctor. Proctor comes forward defensively, pushes this one back up along the pitch. The bowler fields to his own bowling, and there is no run. It's 1 for no loss. The Foreign Stars winning the toss and batting here in beautiful sunshine. Just a lovely afternoon. Great day for cricket. We've been helped here by a monitor, so we're looking at it as White goes in and bowls this one to Proctor, who forces this one into the offside field, out to short extra cover. There is no run. Going back and trying to force it through the offside field, and there is no run. So, thanks to Mega Charles 54, the producers of that YouTube channel, they've provided us here with a monitor, so we'll be able to do some replays for you on all of that. Here is White as he comes up to Proctor, who pushes this one back up along the pitch to the bowler, and there is no run. Good tidy over here by Ashley White, the captain of the Foreign Stars. It's in fact the end of the over, the first over completed. The Sixers are 1 for no loss. That solitary run coming by way of a leg by.
Yes, it was a very good over by Ashley. A very steady over, which only 1 by came. And the wicket will be also good for batting later on. Let us wait to see in the second over what is being produced here.
So we will see the second over. The bowler here, John, got to help me with these guys, will be Shiv Benjamin. Yes, so Benjamin, Shiv Navine Benjamin. He'll be taking up the attack from the commentary box end, and he'll be bowling to Monson Hodge. So neither batter off the mark. We've got 1 run scored in the first over, bowled by Ashley White. Very good over, very tight, well directed, very much on line. So Shiv Benjamin will pick up the attack from the commentary box end, and he'll be bowling to Monson Hodge. There's a man at the square leg. There's a mid-wicket as the left armer goes in, bows this one to Monson, who drives through the offside field. This will go into the boundary, will it? It slows up a bit, seem to have taken some bite off of it, and they come through easily for 2 runs. So Monson Hodge is on the way. So Hodge is on 2, and it's 3 for no loss in this, the start of the second over. So Monson is on 2, 1 leg by as Shiv Benjamin goes in once more, bowls to Monson. This one outside the line of the leg stump, turn down to backward of square. This should go pretty close into the deep backward square boundary. The fieldsman is chasing for all it's worth, but he'll just go to retrieve. That's 4 runs, short outside the line of the leg stump, and Monson Hodge elegantly, stylishly, just turning it around the corner. There was no man there, well wide of the man at square leg. He had some long running to do, but could not get it. Nicely timed and placed. Monson goes to 6, and it's 7, Sambo, for no loss.
Yes, that was
number 2.
A very beautiful shot by Monson Hodge. He played it elegantly from his legs, and even if the fielder tried to stop it, but it was 4 runs written all over it from the time it left the bat.
No adjustment in the field for the left arm bowling over the wicket. That's Shiv Benjamin as he goes in now and bowls to Monson, who goes back and pushes this one firmly past the bowler, diving a bit to his left. Ball comes out to mid-off. It's picked up, and Monson gets another run. He goes to 7, and the score is now 8. 8 for no loss. As Tony Fleming joins us here, John Millington is here as well, chairman of the organizing committee. Alkins Rogers just finding a seat in the back of us. Shiv Benjamin goes in now and bows to Proctor, who attempts a drive at this one outside the line of the off stump. It was a good delivery, slow delivery, and the left armer just pushing the ball away from the right-handed batter, and it was taken by the keeper behind the stumps. So pretty much a packed offside field. There's a man at cover point. There's a cover as Benjamin goes in, bows to Proctor, turns this one into the onside field, down to short backward square, the man having to move away from the square leg umpire, and Proctor gets off the mark. He's 1, and it's 9 now. 9 for no loss. The Sixers winning the toss and batting in ideal conditions here for cricket today. Lovely, lovely, lovely weather. Very high white puffy clouds away in the distance. Plenty of blue sky about. Benjamin goes in once more. Left arm over the wicket, balls to Monson, who drives this one in the air. Oh, just eludes the man diving there short mid-wicket. But it was uppish to his right. He flung himself full stretch, but just could not hold on to it. Monson picked up another run. In the meantime, he goes to 8, and the score now into double figures. It's 10, Sambo. 10 overs completed. It's 10 for 2 overs completed. I beg your pardon. Where am I going? 2 overs completed. 10 for no loss. Monson Hodge has 8. Danny Proctor has 1, and there's been 1 leg by.
Yes, it's very steady going by the Farrington Stars. There was a very uppy stroke by Monson, which he played, almost got himself out. The fieldsman could not hold on, and the score moved on to 10 without loss into the 3rd over.
So we're about to see the start of over number 3. Ashley White, captain of the Foreign Stars. He'll be coming in now. Comes up, bowls to Proctor. Oh, this one is a beauty. That Monson Hodge is beating all ends up. That one kept a trifle low, playing for a little bit more bounce, but it stayed down and went past him in a flash and nicely taken behind the stumps by the keeper. So will this be the type of behavior we'll be seeing from this pitch? We'll just have to wait and see. It's 10 for no loss. Monson has 8. 1 to Danny Proctor's. White goes in and bows this one. This nicely turned past the man at square leg. This will run into the boundary. It does so now. That's 4 runs. 12 to Monson Hodge, just turning that one on the line of his legs and just clipping it just to the right of the square leg umpire and the right of the fieldsman, then just raced away over the turf here for 4 runs. It's 14 for no loss in over number 3 for the Sixers, winning the toss and batting here against the Foreign Stars. It's Ashley White. Let's see what he does with this one. He comes in, bows to Monson Hodge. He comes onto the front foot and pushes this one into the onside. Out to mid-wicket it goes, and there is no run. Monson Hodge, always a nice player to look at. Elegant, stylish. Always like to see this young man bat. So much time in which he has to play strokes. Crouch lifts his bat as White comes in now and bows to Monson, who goes back and across, turns it into the onside. Out to the man just forward of the square leg umpire, and there is no run. Ball travelling much too quickly for any attempt at a run. 14 to score for no loss. Monson is on 12. He's facing. Danny Proctor has 1. He's the non-striker as Ashley White comes in now and bows to Monson. Gets a good delivery. Shuffles into line. Plays it out to mid-off firmly, crisply off the bat. Nice sound of ball hitting the willow and the ball just traveling all along the ground. Very correct. Left elbow held high and well poised and shaping nicely into line. White comes in once more to Monson Hodge was on 12. Gets this one, he drives over the top. This will go into the boundary. That's 4 runs. Just lifting this one over the head of mid-off. No chance whatsoever. Coming onto that front foot early and just placing the ball deliberately. So 4 runs to Monson Hodge. He goes to 16. The score has gone on by 4 now to 18 for no loss after 3 overs. Sambo.
Well, Monson has showed his intent that he's going to play his strokes anyway. And that was a very good stroke. He played it very well onto mid-on into the boundary for 4 runs. They are scoring at 6 runs per over, which will give them, at that rate, 120 runs.
Very nice shot, just easing onto that front foot very early. Picked his spot, lifted it high over the head of the man at mid-off. He had absolutely no chance. He just went away to fetch the ball. Monson Hodge has gone to 16. Danny Proctor, who is on 1, will be facing up now to the bowler Shiv Benjamin. We've had 1 leg by, 18 for no loss. The Sixers winning the toss here this afternoon and deciding to bat first in this encounter here at the James Ronald Webster Park. Just a handful of spectators. My guess is certainly about, if it's 20, that's plenty. But it's going to be Benjamin, a left armer. He goes in now and bows to Proctor, who swings this one down the onside, down to back out of square. This will run into the boundary. That's 4 runs. Short outside the leg stump, and it was just helped away by Danny Proctor. He goes to 5. The score goes on by 4 to 22 for no loss, the Sixers. Bad delivery, badly lined, and just helped on its way down the onside, down to back of the square for 4 runs.
Yes, he bowled very well in the first over, but he's bowling a bit short now. And Danny Proctor is just helping himself with some runs here by just playing it around the corner into the boundary for 4 runs.
Not good bowling at all there from Shiv Benjamin. He will certainly want to make amends here. The field is pretty much spread. There's a man out on the deep mid-wicket boundary. Long on, long off. Extra cover, man at point. Short third man, and a man down on the long leg boundary. Here is Benjamin now. Proctor slashes at this one, gets an outer edge, and it's dropped by the keeper. Couldn't hold it. It was a sharp chance. But you need to take those. Proctor gets another run. He goes to 6, and it's 23 now. 23 for no loss. Proctor 6, 16 to Munson Hodge, who comes into strike. The keeper standing up to Shiv Benjamin. Again, another slow medium, left armer bowling over the wicket to the right-handed Munson Hodge. Here is Benjamin, goes away from us in the commentary box, bowls this one outside the line of the off stump, and this one is driven powerfully, nicely stopped by the man at cover. That one was struck pretty fiercely and powerfully. Threw himself full stretch to his left, stopped it from going past him. That certainly could have gone away, no doubt, for 4 runs. Score is kept on 23. This is over number 4 in progress. It's been bowled from the commentary box, and Benjamin goes in once more and bowls a slow delivery, and he's driven, just to the left of the bowler falling through. That would have been a beauty had he held on to it, but a single is taken again. This one was struck not powerfully but uppishly to the left of the bowler falling through. It's not on his strong side. He was moving away, having to fall away after he'd bowled, and it just went past him. Munson Hodge gets run number 17, and the score is on now to 24. 24 for no loss. Benjamin goes away from us once more. He's up there now. Bows this one to Proctor, who swings this one down high over. It's gone for 6. Over the square leg boundary. Pitched up to Danny Proctor, and he made no mistake. Big, powerful shoulders just opened them up and swung it high over the square leg boundary for 6. Proctor goes with that 6 to 12, and the score now goes to 30. In this, the 4th over. 30 for no loss, 17 to Munson Hodge, and Donnie Proctor has 12. There's been 1 leg by. Proctor settles once more as Benjamin goes in, bowls to him outside the line of the off stump, and this comes off the bottom edge and just goes past the off stump down to short backward square, gets himself a run, looking to force it through the offside. Proctor gets a single. He goes to 13, and it's 31 now. 31 for no loss. After 4 overs and after further comments from Sam Theodore, it will be John Millington to come in here.
Well, we see Daniel Proctor playing a very good shot over square leg for 6 runs. He played it very well. He handled it very well. And the score is moving very quickly here at 31 runs without loss in 4 overs.
31 without loss at the end of 4. Say a pleasant good afternoon to you, Sambo.
Let me say good afternoon to Millie.
Thank you so very much, Stone Graves. Beautiful evening out here. It's going to be Cyril. First time for the season, we are going to be seeing Raquel Cyril. He seems to be bowling spin all of a sudden. Know him as a medium fast bowler. Today he seemed to be bowling spin, turn off spinner. He's going to be coming from the Central Polyclinic end. Right arm over the wickets. He's going to be bowling to Daniel Proctor, who is on 13. And here comes Cyril. Pass the umpire, bowl to Proctor. Proctor is coming forward, and that's a quicker delivery. Very fast delivery, Cyril. No run resulting. That ball goes into the scoreboard. We kill Cyril. Tosses the ball from hand to hand, moves away, pass the umpire, whips the ball to Proctor. Fast the ball, line on the leg side, runs here. They've gone for 1. We'll come back for a second. And that's all they will get. The return comes in. 2 more runs to Daniel Proctor. He moves on to 15. 15 to Proctor. Total moves on to 33. 33 without loss. In the course of over number 5, Cyril again to bowl to Proctor. Bowl to Proctor. Short is looking to hit that one through the offside. Ball coming off the under edge. Just bubbling back down to Cyril. No run resulting. With number 89 on his back. Tosses the ball hand to hand, walks away, passes umpire Webster, ball to Proctor. Proctor is working this 1-2 forward of square. Ashby is in attendance, no run resulting. Score remains on 33. 33 for no loss over number 5. Very productive start here for the Super Sixers. Here we see a ball to Proctor again. Can't score. Good over, good comeback. Just some 2 runs so far off the over. We've had 5 deliveries. 1 ball to go. Can he finish strong? Cyril again. It's a ball to Proctor. Ball to Proctor. Proctor to the deliveries. Again, getting this one off the under edge. Ball trickling back down the wicket. A very good over there. Very good start. Some 2 runs from the over. And at the end of over number 5, it is the Farrington Superstars winning the toss, choosing to bat. They are 33 for no loss.
Yes, it was a very good over by the Foresters. Cyril bowled a very good over, I would say. Only 2 runs coming from this over, so he pegged back the Farrington Stars a bit.
Michael Cyril, medium fast bowler. He's not bowled so far for the tournament. And his first over in the tournament today, so he'll yielded some 2 runs. Very good start. It's going to be Shiv. It's not having the best of start so far today. He's a wicket taker, and so the foreign stars will dearly love for him to start counting in that wicket column. He's going to bowl a left arm around, changing his line of attack to Manson Hodge. It's Shiva Benjamin who will continue. Benjamin runs away to bowl to Hodge. Hodge is coming down on this one. Oh, good bowling. Good Yorker delivery. And Manson Hodge could have only come down hard. No run resulting. Score remains on 33. 33 for no loss in the course of over number 6. 33 for no loss. Here is Benjamin to bowl to Hodge. Hodge is driving, getting off the hand, but going down to mid-on. Can't stop the single. Manson Hodge moves on to 18, and his partner is on 15. 18 is Proctor. Score moves on to 34. Here is Benjamin again. Over number 3 for him. Over number 6. Final ball over of the power play. Here goes Benjamin to bowl to Proctor. Proctor, big hero outside the line of the off stump. Can't score. Doesn't make contact. Score remains on 34. 34 for no loss. A really good start here for the Superstars. Not a galloping start, but a sedate start. Here is Proctor driving well, 4 runs. Not a man move, splitting the extra cover and the mid-off. Not a man move, and the man at mid-off will only go to retrieve the ball from the boundary. A lovely shot there by Proctor.
Yes, it was a beautiful shot indeed. It had 4 runs written all over its face from the time it left the bat. No one even moved. Just the solitary man at mid-off that moved to retrieve the ball. It was 4 runs all the way.
Wonderful looking stroke there by Danny Proctor. Score moves on to 38. 38 for no loss in the course of over number 6. At the end of this over, they will be able to have a wider spread field. Here is Benjamin to bowl to Proctor. Proctor is coming forward and just staring it out to the man at cover. No run resulting. That goes into the scorebook. Ball number 5 of the over. And 1 to go. Benjamin walks back to the top of his mark. Starts, walks, and break into a run. Past umpire, Proctor and bowls. And Munson wants 1. They are going to get 1. The end of over number 6, and at the end of the over, it's Proctor. He's on to 20. Munson is on 18, and it's 39 for no loss.
Yes, it is a very good start by the Sixers. They are moving steadily with the score at 39 without loss, moving into the 7th over. It is a very good day for cricket. Just a slight breeze moving from east to west across the field.
It's a very hot today. Beautiful skies, blue sky. You're seeing the spot of white and grey, but they're very high. Beautiful evening here for cricket at the James Ronald Webster Park. Cyril will continue from the Central Polyclinic end to bowl to Proctor. The number 22 on his back, taps away, waits for Cyril. Cyril flicks the ball from hand to hand, walks away, passes umpire Webster, bowl to Proctor. Proctor is coming back and standing tall, driving on the onside. Skipper, Cyril just moving to his right and field. No run resulted. As I say, good afternoon to Tony, who has just moving to the chair next to me. Here is one that is hit across the line. Somebody's getting under it. Who is going to take it? Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. That was extremely poor cricket on behalf of the Foreign Stars. The bowler was going back. Monix was going. Ashley was interesting. And in the end, they met only for a conversation. Nobody wanted the ball. They met for a conversation, Tony.
Well, I'm not even sure they met for a conversation. I'll say good afternoon to all of our listeners. Good to be back here again. But really making a mess of that one of the two fielder there. As if they were just looking up in the air, looking at the ball, and in the end, indecision caused a wicket there not to be taken, Millie.
And Proctor moves on to 21, the total on to 40. Cyril could have had his first wicket, could have had the vital breakthrough of Proctor. Here is Cyril. Short, Manson Hodge. Oh, that one was quicker. It was a ball Manson Hodge was looking to get back on his back foot for. And in the end, looking up to be bowled. Score remains on 40. 40 for no loss. Here is Cyril, over number 7 in progress. As umpire Webster bowl to Manson Hodge. Manson is hitting this one to the right of deep extra cover. He's going to get runs here. I've gone for one. We'll come back for a second. He can give up the chase. It has run out of acreage here at the James Ronald Webster Park. A very fast outfield. And it goes away for 4. Very good shot there by Manson Hodge. Score moves on to 44. Manson moves into the 20s. He's on 22. His partner Daniel Proctor, he is on 21. Look good looking stroke there by Manson Hodge. 44 for no loss in the course of over number 7. And here is Cyril again. Manson Hodge looks around his field. Cyril moves away to bowl to Hodge. Hodge is hitting this one down too long on. He's going to get runs. 1 for sure. And that's all they're going to be. He moves on to 23, Manson Hodge. Manson Hodge on 23. The total moves on to 45. 45 for no loss. Over number 7 coming to an end here. Some 4 balls bowling the over so far. Cyril to bowl to the hard-hitting Daniel Proctor. Proctor is hitting this one straight to the man at sweeper. Coming off the extra cover boundary. Olivier can't stop the single. Daniel Proctor moves on to 22. And the total moves on to 46. 46 for no loss at the end of over number 7, Tony.
Yes, Millington, the Farrington Super Sixers has certainly looked very, very busy today. Just in there about scoring just under 7 runs and over, and looking quite sharp here in their turn at bat, having lost the previous match that they would have played. Both batters in that of Hodge and Proctor scoring quite nicely, not too far behind the pace, and I'm certainly sure that they're looking to put on a good score here to set for the Foreign Stars.
Nice. New bowler is going to be Desmond Olivier. Desmond Olivier is going to take up the attack from this Commentators booth and taking over from Shiv. Right arm over the wicket to bowl to a hard-hitting Daniel Proctor. Moves away. Bowl to Proctor. Proctor is getting one. A gift. A gift given offer to Proctor, and he said, thank you very much. I love gifts, and I will accept that one. Badly line, loosener from Olivier to start with, and it goes away behind backward square for 6 runs. Good looking stroke there, Tony.
Good looking stroke there from Proctor, and really a loosener there by Olivier, bringing up the 50 there for the Farrington Super Sixers. You certainly need to do better than that. The remaining of this over, Millie, they'll certainly need to curtail the scoring because they are going not brisk hurricane pace, but brisking off to really set a good score here.
Here is Olivier to bowl to Proctor. Proctor is coming forward and driving. He was looking to drive that one through the offside. He came off the inner portion of the bat, goes down to mid-on, and they're going to get an extra run here. Not the best of throw, not good walk by the bowler, nor is anyone backing up. You get 2. Total moves on to 54. Proctor is into the 30s. He's on 30. Well, for the most part, it was Monson Hodge who was racing away with the score, but it's Proctor now who was getting to the gears and is going through his gears very quickly. Proctor is on 30 as he waits for Olivier and has been stopped by the umpire as skipper Ashley White makes the change. I feel here is Olivier to bowl to back a shot. Hit straight back to the bowler and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the umpire there taking serious, trying to take evasive action, but picked up a blow there.
Here is Olivier to bowl to Proctor. Proctor is chop LBW. He's chopped LBW. Looking to go across the line, Daniel Proctor. And a naughty shot there by Proctor. He came low, he was just stood, no foot movement at all. And just his hand looking to go across the line. He planted those legs straight in front of the wicket. And umpire said, no, Proctor, you missed it and you are gone.
Certainly a welcoming wicket there for the foreign stars. And to see the back of Proctor as well, who was really going at a good click here. And really pushing the scoring on. And good wicket there by Desmond Olivier. After being hit for 6 and dropping a catch, this time making no mistake, hitting the pad before wicket and seeing the back of Proctor. As I say, welcome to Doc Bryan in the commentating position. Good afternoon, Doc. And a good wicket there for the foreign stars as they were really staring down the barrel of what could have been the dangerous Proctor, as we know he is, Doc.
Yes, you know Danny Proctor, when he gets going, he strikes the ball a fair distance. But the new man in is Yusuf Hodge. He'll be partnering Monson. And Yusuf will look to put on a partnership with Monson Hodge to get the Farrington to a respectable total. We know that we've not seen the best totals posted in the first innings throughout this APL. So the Super Sixers will look to buck that trend. As Desmond Olivier, he's in a new role today. Usually he comes on late in the innings and bowls straight through the death. But he's come on earlier, just outside the power play, and he's picked up a crucial wicket. And I think he's done his captain well. But if he and his captain would have switched roles, Ashley White usually bowls earlier. But White has held himself back thus far, just bowling you 2 overs early in the encounter. Hodge will be facing his first delivery from Desmond Olivier. He runs away from us now, Olivier. Into bowl to Yusuf Hodge. This one is a fuller, and Hodge just blocks it back down to the bowler for no run. As it's going to be Olivier once again into bowl to Yusuf Hodge onto this delivery. Hodge is back and pushing into the offside. Again, he will not get a run. And that will be the end of Olivier's over as well. And at the end of the over, it's the Farrington Super Sixers who are 54 scorer, 54 for 1.
54 for 1, and really picking up that crucial wicket at the opportune time, because Proctor was just trying to open his arms. And a good over there from Olivier, other than that loosener that he started with that was hit for 6, really came back well and kept the batters in check, and to pick up a good wicket there of Proctor to really stem the flow and the tide of runs that we would have seen here. But 50 off of 7-8 overs, it's pretty good going so far to set a foundation down.
Well, Cyril is going to continue. He's going to be bowling his spin pace. Comes with a spinner's run up, but he bowls medium pace. He's in now, Cyril, to bowl to Monson Hodge, and Hodge is clipping it down towards the cow corner region. He will pick up a single. Hodge was on by 1 to 24, I believe. He's on to 24. The score is on to 55 for 1 in the course of this, the 9th over.
9th over, 55 for 1.
As here comes Raikil Cyril again, waiting on Yusuf Hodge to take his guard for the first time from this end. Hodge going for a conversation with Monson Hodge, the more experienced of the two. Hodge again, former and current Leeward Islands cricketer. Opens the batting up for the Leeward Islands, does Monson Hodge. But here comes Raikil Cyril into bowl to Yusuf Hodge, who's forward and pushing down towards long off. He will pick up a single. First run for Hodge, he's on 1. The score moves on to 56. And it brings a dangerous Monson back to strike. Monson got off to a good start in the power play with a favoured Ashley White hit him for a couple boundaries. It's going to be Raikil Cyril once again. He is into bowl, and this will be whipped away down towards the backward square region. This will be runs. There's no one back there. They get 1. Coming back for the second, they should get 3, and Yusuf will return and return quickly. They do get 3 runs.
3 good runs there to Monson Hodge, and at one point, as if he was just jogging to at least retain the strike, but was pushed there by Yusuf Hodge, and really picking up that additional single to add to his total and the score as well.
Monson Hodge at 27. Yusuf is on strike. Here comes Cyril. He's into bowl to Yusuf, and again Yusuf is forward, opening the face this time towards backward point, picking up a single. Good strike rotation thus far by these two. They would know each other very, very well. They are brothers, Yusuf and Monson Hodge. They would know each other very well. The communication thus far has been good between the two of them, as Monson is back on strike. Here comes Raikil Cyril into bowl to Monson Hodge, and to this delivery, Hodge is crashing it through extra cover. The man from the cover point boundary can't get across. It will be 4 more runs to Monson Hodge. He moves to 31, and the score is 64 for 1.
64 for 1. Monson Hodge on 37.
Total what?
31.
31.
So he's just announcer there, just going out ahead of himself, but a really crunching shot there. Doc really exportly dispatched there to the boundary from Monson Hodge.
Yes, here comes Cyril again to Hodge. This time he's driving, but straight to Ashley White, the captain, who was at short extra cover. And that will be the end of the over. And at the end of the over, it is 64 for 1.
64 for 1.
9 overs, 64 for 1. The foreign stars really pushing things. We haven't reached the halfway mark as yet, and they're certainly looking in business here, Doc, and really putting these bowlers and these fielders as well under the gun, looking to score heavily and to put up a really respectable total that they can show defend.
Monson Hodge is 31 from 23. Yusuf is 2 from 4 deliveries. Cyril, he's rolled 3 overs. He's gone for 19 runs thus far. Good run rate. One of the better run rates we've seen in the first innings. They're going at about 7.1. They're going at 7.1 runs and over right now. It's going to be Desmond Olivier. From the commentary box, and into bowl to Yusuf Hodge. It's a Yorker there. Hodge has to dig it out. He will not get a run.
And Remy, if you're listening to us, you can please ask the P1526 to move their vehicle. Remy, PA announcer, if you're listening to us, please ask 1526 to move, please.
Here comes Olivier. This one is shorter and it's crunched away over extra cover. That's a wonderful looking shot by Yusuf Hodge, and it's just kept in by the man coming across from the super boundary on the offside. It will be just the 2 runs. Good work out there on the super boundary. Looks like Ashby, I believe, the man who came across well from the super boundary. It's going to be 2 runs. Here comes Olivier to bowl to Yusuf Hodge, and he's pushing into the offside and getting a single. Moves on to 5, and the score moves on to 67. 67 the score. As it's going to be Desmond Olivier once again, the right-arm medium pace bowler, coming from over the wicket to bowl to Munson Hodge, and this one is outside the line of the off stump and crashed behind the cover point. There will just be a single as the super boundary, the field on the super boundary does well once again. Munson goes to 32. The score is on by 1 to 68. 4 off the over thus far. Here comes Olivier to bowl to Yusuf Hodge. Or just pushing straight to mid-off. This time there will not be a runner. Quick work off the mark there by Raquel Cyril.
Only dark to dark, the ball is flying off of Yusuf Hodge's bat here this afternoon.
Here comes Olivier. He's into bowl and Hodges driving into the gap down towards the cover point region. The fielder comes across once again and does the fielding. It will be a single. A good tight over thus far by Desmond Olivier. That's in fact the end of Desmond Olivier's over. Just the 4 runs off it, a very good over. It is 69 for 1 at the end of the first 10 overs. We will have the drinks break with a good start this far for the Super Sixers.
It's a good start there for the Farrington Super Sixers, and I'm certainly sure a welcome break there to the foreign stars as well. They have been out there in blazing hot sunshine. You know, we have a reasonable breeze blowing across the ground. Certainly sure that they welcome this water break and look to try and see if they can regroup so far, because the Farrington Super Sixers, they really look like they want to put up a big score here this afternoon, Doc.
Yes, they would be looking to put up a very big score. They've got the platform to do so. They still have the power hitting Masimba Bone as well. I think, is it Damian Hodge who's down there as well, who can strike the ball a fair distance. They do have some power hitting left in the shed. So we will hope that they can consolidate and keep the partnership going for a while and then look to accelerate later on in the innings.
Yes, certainly we are looking to see what will transpire in the second half, and if these two batters can stay to can stay at the wicket, they will certainly be looking to put on a huge total here that can pose some difficulty to the foreign stars as well. And this match is certainly going to be a good close encounter here if the foreign stars can really apply themselves based on the allotment of runs that they've been given. Doc.
Well, the foreign stars know that they are batting it's either on the mark or completely off the mark. There's been no median ground really we saw in the last game, they completely dismissed the Island Harbour Rays, a massive poultry total. They chased it within the power play. And Ashley White coming in, opening the batting with Dion Williams. They got off to a fantastic start. White, I believe, scored something like 44 runs out of the 54 they were chasing, or something like that. When Ashley White is on, he can really turn up the scoring.
Yes, and they will certainly look to at least limit the Farrington Super Sixers to, I would say, what has been the past score here for this afternoon. For this tournament so far has been anywhere around the 130 to the 150 mark. And if they can really limit the Farrington Super Sixers below that, then they are certainly in with a chance to at least chase those runs as well. The water cart, as it's just about to be leaving the field, the players are getting themselves back in position. The umpire there in Jack Webster is on the far end already, and we're just about to start over number 11 down.
Yes, it looks like. Is it going to be Shiv Benjamin? It's going to be Roberts, actually, who'll be taking up the attack from the Polyclinic end. Roberts for the first time. So it is going to be Roberts who will be taking up the attack. Bowled well in the previous encounter. I believe it's Kerry Roberts is his name. Be coming in from the Central Polyclinic end. Ashley White just adjusting his field a bit. He wants his square leg fielder to be a lot squarer. Here comes Roberts. He is in now to bowl to Yusuf Hodge, and Hodge is back turning and not getting. Yes, he is getting a run, as that was a bit poor there by, it looks like, Elvis Monix, the captain at mid wicket. They will get a single. Vice captain, sorry. Vice captain Elvis Monix. One more to Yusuf Hodge. He goes to 7, I believe. He does go to 7. As it's going to be Roberts once again. And now to bowl to Monson Hodge, who's on the back foot and pushing it down to long off for a single. On to 71 is the score. 71 for 1 in the course of the 11th over. Monson Hodge is 33. Yusuf Hodge, he is 7. Robertson again, and this one is driven a bit aerially, but it will get down well in time, down towards long off for another single. Hodges on to 8 from 10 deliveries, brings Monson back to strike. 72 for 1. Here comes Roberts. It's a full toss, and Monson is going to take full advantage of it into the mid-wicket boundary for 4. 76 for 1. Monson is on to 37.
Silver Jim, please move your Jim. Thank you.
That was a complete gift from Roberts, a full toss on his hip, and Monson said thank you very much, and he dismissed it away.
Certainly not good bowling there at all from Roberts.
Robertson again, and it's a bit shorter, and it's whipped away down to mid-wicket once again, and it will be 4 more runs to Monson Hodge. He was too full the last delivery. This time he's much too short. It was easy for Monson to get onto the back foot and whip it away over mid-wicket once again, and that is 4 more. 41 to Monson.
The keys, please.
Yes, and Monson is really pushing now. Really seeing the ball as big as a breadfruit, as we would say, and really giving some treatment to Roberts.
80 for 1 the score. 80 for 1. Here comes Roberts once again to Monson Hodge. Short again, but a lot straighter, and that's not fielded cleanly It is going to be 4 more runs to Munson Hodge. That's 3 boundaries in a row. Munson moves on to 45. It's 84 for 1.
84 for 1.
84 for 1, a partnership of 30 runs off 20 balls between these two brothers. Dark and really pushing on is Munson Hodge and pushing the scoring up a bit. They were scoring at 6.9 runs and over. They have pushed that over 7 and are certainly looking to really up the ante here and putting the foreign stars under some serious pressure here, Doc.
Yes, and they would have to drag it back. And Ashley White, the captain, would have some things on his mind. Does he bring himself back for an over earlier than he would have wanted to, just to break this partnership? Or does he turn to his wicket taker, Shiv Benjamin, and try to bring him back for his final over? He's going to keep Desmond Olivier on the ball from this commentary box end. But he'll certainly be thinking, what does he have to do to break this partnership? Desmond Olivier, he's bowled 2 overs, gone for 13 runs, picked up a wicket thus far. As it's carved away down towards cover point, but it drops just short of Ashby. It is going to be a single.
At this point, yes, Youssef is really hitting everything from the middle. Doc, I thought Ashley could have made a more gallant effort at least to attempt a catch, electing to feel on the bounce.
It's going to be Olivier to bowl to Munson, who's just going to clip it down towards a long on and a single. Munson moves on to 46. Score moves on to 87. Scorer 86. Getting a bit ahead of myself. 86 for 1 in the course of this, the 12th over. Here comes Olivier once again to bowl to Youssef Hodge. It's a full toss, and that was a lazy shot, really. I think he was caught by surprise. He just scooped it up, but it dropped short of extra cover. It will be no run, but that was risky there. Olivier turns quickly into bowl to Youssef Hodge. This is when he drives straight back down to the bowler for no run. Good over thus far by Desmond Olivier, just 2 off it. He's in again now, Olivier, past the umpire to bowl to Youssef Hodge. And, this one off the bottom edge. He was going for a big heave-ho, but only found the bottom edge of the bat. A very good over thus far by Desmond Olivier. Olivier breaks into his run. Over the wicket to bowl to Youssef, and Youssef is driving to mid-off. They will get a single. That is the end of the over. At the end of 12, good over by Desmond Olivier, just 3 off it. It's 87 for 1.
87 for 1, the Farrington Super Sixers, partnership between these two batters, 33 runs from 26 balls. And Youssef, they're just getting a little bit impatient in trying to force. He's been middling the ball quite well, but maybe just feeling the pressure a little bit, just scoring some 10 runs off 15 balls. As I say, welcome back to Keystone Graves.
Thank you, Tony. 87 for 1, 12 overs completed. Munson has 46. His brother Youssef has 10. The man out, Danny Proctor, for 30. LBW off the bowling of Olivier. So Ashley White will pick up the attack from the... No. That's not White? No. Just trying to pick up the bowler here. Monix. Yes, so Monix, Elvis Monix, picking up the attack here for the Foreign Stars. 87 is the score. 1 wicket down, that of Proctor, 30. And the Super Sixers going really great here. He'll be looking to push on. Youssef has 10. Munson has 46. As we look at Monix, we'll be looking at Monix from the southern end. So So here is Monix, comes in, bowls to Yusuf, gets a good delivery, goes back and across, plays it just past the man at mid-off, gets himself another run. He goes to 11, and it's 88 now for 1. So 11 to Yusuf. Hodge, Munson Hodge's brother, has got 46. He started with Danny Proctor. Proctor out LBW after bowling of Olivier for 30 when the score was on 54. Elvis Monix it is. The off spinner from the far end bowls this one to Munson, who drives powerfully but straight to the man at short extra cover, and there is no run. Theodore Sambo did point out to me earlier that there were 10 fielders on the field for the Foreign Stars, as Monix comes in now and bowls this one to a good delivery, and he comes down and it gets it past the bowler, gets himself a run, maybe 2, possibly 4, maybe even, but Munson gets two runs. Slightly comical here. 48 Munson goes to, and it's 90 now. 90 for 1. And we're in the course of over number 13. Elvis Monix from the far end of the ground. Bowling now to Munson Hart. This one is clipped nicely into the onside. Out to mid-wicket. Munson goes on by 1 to 49, and it's 91 now. 91 for 1.
91 for 1. You just arrived.
This is over number 13, being bowled from the Central Polyclinic or southern end of the ground. Here's Monix. He's in now, bows to Yusuf, who turns this one, comes off the outer portion of the bat, comes down to a very fine leg, if there was such a term, and the ball goes into the keeper's end, and they hustle back for 2. It's a wide signal by the umpire. 93 it is now. 93. A wide call and signal by the umpire Jack Webster at the far end of the ground. 93 is the score. 93 for the loss of 1. The Foreign Stars, the defending champion in this, the Premier T20 Cricket League. Here is Monix, goes in now and bowls to the batsman. Yusuf drives through the offside field. There's a sweep out there and he beats him. That's 4 runs. Lovely flowing stroke here. All along the carpet, all along the ground. He just raced away for 4. Yusuf goes to 15, and it's 97 now. 97 for the loss of 1, the Super Sixers. Lovely stroke there. So the brothers really batting well. Munson has 49. His brother, who's on strike, Yusuf, has 15. Glorious shot through the offside field in that last delivery. 97. Over number 13, still in progress, being bowled from the far end. Here is Monix. Sin bowls to Yusuf, who pushes this one out to long on, gets his 16th run quite easily. 98 it is now, 98 for 1. It's the end of the over, so 13 overs completed, Tony, and it's 98 for 1. 99 in fact, 99 I've been told is the score, 99 for 1.
Yes, 99 for 1, inching closer to that century mark is these 2 batters, and like you just mentioned, Yusuf, apart from a little bit of rush of blood in the previous over, he has really been striking the ball very nicely. Everything seems to be coming off the bat, and he and his brother will certainly look to put up a huge total here and set the Foreign Stars something respectable to chase here, keep.
Yes, they certainly want to do that. Some international scores. India beating England by 5 wickets in that third one-day international played in Manchester today. And the Australian women beating the Irish women quite easily by 9 wickets in a game which Pant got 100, wonderful 100, I think 120 yard, wonderful innings there. Sri Lanka, Pakistan in that test match. Sri Lanka lead by 40 runs. Sri Lanka 222 and 36 for 1. Here at the park, we are looking at Munson coming onto the front foot and playing the ball back up along the pitch to the bowler, that is Roberts, and there is no run. 99 for 1 in the start of the 14th over. Roberts goes in, this one is clipped, the 100th run comes up. 100 comes up, and this is Yusuf's 17th run. So 100 has now been posted, 100 for 1. Olivier is the bowler. In fact, Olivier is the bowler. I was saying Roberts. It's actually Olivier. So the 100 has been posted for the Super Sixers in this start of the 14th over. So Yusuf has 17 and Monsinho's on 49. One away from what would be a well-played half-century if he gets to it. This one is played into the onside and he gets it quite comfortably. 50 runs posted here for Monsinho, just easing onto the front foot. 101 it is. 101 for one. Monsin has just gotten his 50 and he's still batting with his brother Yusuf on 17. So lovely innings by Monsin Hodge, Sambo.
Yes, well played Monsin Hodge for 50, hitting some 6-4s.
This one is played back up along the pitch by Yusuf quite crisply and powerfully. The bowler Olivier following through does his own fielding. 101 is the score for one. This is over 14, number 14, being bowled here from the northern end of the ground. Brilliant sunshine. A few more spectators just ambling quietly and easily, occupying the stand on the western side. Here is Olivier in now. Bows this one. It's clipped into the onside field. An easy run. The man coming off the wide long boundary comes into field. And another run is taken there quite easily. 102. 102 at the end of number 14. 102 is the score.
Here we have the 11th player going in now.
Now we see the 11th man going out. So all along the Sixers, the Foreign Stars were using just 12 players. We're using just 10 players. So now we see the 11th man going on to the ground.
Well, it's wonderful work by the Farrington Stars. They played very well all through. They are scoring very well at 102. 102 for one. Monsin is on 50. Very good going, Kivstone Grave.
Yes, so Yusuf has 18, Monsin has 50, 102 for one. And we're about to see the start of over number 15. Over number 15 coming up here. So this will be, who's this? This is the bowler here will be, that looks like, is that Cyril? From the far end. I'm just having a little difficulty picking up who is this bowler coming on from the far end of the ground. He comes in now, bowls to the batsman Yusuf, who comes onto the front foot, gets himself another run. Monix is the bowler. So Yusuf goes to 19 and it's 103 now. 103 for one. The Super Sixers. Danny Proctor going for 30 LBW off the bowling of Olivier. So it's Monix, the off-break bowler, in now. Bowls to Monsin, who goes back and chops this one out into the cover point area. Gets himself another run. Monsin has gone to 51 and it's 104 now. 104 for one. Brings back Yusuf Hodge into strike. Younger of the two brothers, Monsin and Yusuf. And they're batting quite well here. Fine exhibition of batsmanship. Over number 15 in progress. 104 is the score for the loss of one. As Monix goes in and this one is clipped into the onside field. Another single there to be taken. Yusuf goes into the 20s. He's now 20. And it's 105 now. 105 for one. Monsin's 51. Comes back into strike. Both right-handed batters. Both looking quite comfortable. Here is Monix. He comes in now and bowls to Monsin, who plays this one back up along the pitch to the bowler. Of course, we've got the World Athletics Championships taking place in Oregon. The Jamaicans looking to outshine the rest of the world. Here is Monix. He's in now. Bowls this one to Monsin. He clips this one nicely into the onside. Out to mid-wicket. Mid-wicket a little deep. And another run easily taken, Sambo. 106 it is now for one.
Yes, it is very easy scoring here by the Farrington Stars. They are doing it with ease.
52 to Monsin, 22 Yusuf. Proctor the man out for 30. Here is Monix, comes in now and bowls this one to the batsman. Yusuf turns it out to square leg. Gets another easy run. He's 21st. 107 it is. 107 for one.
107 for one.
Easy batting here. So 15 overs completed and it's 107 for the loss of one. Monsin has 52 and Yusuf 21.
And they are 107.
Yes, the Farrington Stars are going very quickly, very good. 107 runs in 15 overs. With 5 overs to come, I could see another 45, 50 runs in 5 overs.
So the foreign stars all along utilizing just 10 players on the field. They now have their full complement of 11. So that would help. And we will see who's coming on at the top end. Certainly a change been made at the top end. It's 107 the score for one, with 15 overs completed. The new ball. Ashley, the captain, is picking up the attack. Ashley started from the south. Now he's brought himself back from the northern end now. Munson Hodge is still there. He's got 52. Started with Danny Proctor. And they took it to 54 before Proctor was out. LBW playing across a straight delivery. And he had gone for 30. Youssef has joined his brother, Munson. He's batted well, played a number of very fine strokes. Youssef has 21. Munson is 52. And it's 107 for one. Ashley White making some changes. There's a deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, short third man. There's a man at point. Extra cover, long off, long on, straightish mid-wicket. That's the field. So field pretty much spread as we're about to see the start of over number 16. Ashley White goes in right arm over the wicket. This one is hit in the air. Someone is getting under it. The catch is taken. So Youssef goes looking to hoist one over the offside field. Didn't quite middle it, didn't get the timing right. Didn't get to the pitch. It was a slow delivery, perhaps held back. So Youssef goes for 21. And it's 107 for 2 now. The Farrington Super Sixers.
Yes, Youssef tried hitting that ball out of the ground. And it took in the bottom of the bat and went high up into the air. And a very good catch indeed was taken.
So that's what it is now as we see. That's Terry. Is that Terry Adams? Going out in onward number. This is the 16th over after 15, 107. The score now for 2 with Youssef coming back there. Caught, looking to heist one over the top and going for 21. So Terry Adams goes out to partner Munson Hodge, who's still there batting on 52. 52 to Munson, and Youssef just departing for a brisk 21. Danny Proctor got 30, and it's 107, 107 for 2 at the start of over number 16. So just a few more overs left, and the Sixers will be looking to push things on. They've batted well, a good foundation they've laid. Munson Hodge and Danny Proctor got them off to a good start, getting to 54, and Youssef came in, and along with his brother, they've taken it to 107. Just seen the departure of Youssef for 21, caught at mid-off of the bowling of Ashley White. So it's going to be Munson Hodge to face up here now to Ashley White. White bowling from the commentary box end. He's bowling from the northern end. He goes in now and bowls to Munson, who drives and is driven straight to the man at mid-off. Another wicket, 2 in a row. So Munson just driving uppishly, and it's taken brilliantly by the man at mid-off. It's 107 for 3, Sambo.
Yes, that was a beautiful catch indeed. He played it and played it straight to the fieldsman here at the shot cover. And Ashley is on a hat-trick.
So Ashley White is on a hat-trick. This is perhaps maybe his second or the third game. He was on one recently as well in an earlier game. So let's see how this one pans out. But Munson Hodge comes back for a well-played 52, driving uppishly, and was brilliantly taken by the man at short mid-off. Brilliant catch. Ashley White is on a hat-trick. 2 wickets in consecutive deliveries for the captain of the Foreign Stars. It's 107 now for the loss of 3. And what a funny old game, this game of cricket. Going strong at 107 for 1. And now 2 wickets going in 2 consecutive deliveries, and now 107 for 3. So the captain, Mosimba Bowen, has gone out to be with Terry Adams. So Mosimba Bowen and Terry Adams out in the middle now. Mosimba Bowen, the captain of the Super Sixers. takes guard from umpire Jimbo Proctor. And Ashley White on a hat-trick here in over number 16. Masimba just looks around the field. The field pretty much spread. Deep square leg, deep mid-wicket, long off, long on. Man on the deep cover boundary. There's a man at point. As Ashley White goes in on a hat-trick, balls to Masimba Bowen, and this one just goes past the outside edge and into the gloves of the keeper. That was a beautiful delivery. It was a faster, flatter delivery. Masimba Bowen was coming across the stump, missed it, and was taken behind by the keeper. 107 for 3 as Ashley goes in once, but balls now to Masimba Bowen, who goes back and looking to hoist this one. He's bowled! He's actually bowled! Going back and looking to hoist it through the mid-wicket area. Missed it completely and the stumps were uprooted. Sambo, what a game of cricket and how this game has turned on its head. 107 for 4. Ashley White picking up 3 wickets. 3 wickets in this over.
Being 107 for 1, they are now 107 for 4. Ashley White picking up 3 wickets. He has turned that game on its head.
So Bowen goes bowled by Ashley White without scoring, the captain of the Super Sixers. And how this game has turned from 107 for 1 to 107 for 4. And we are still in over number 16. The over has not been completed. Whoa, this game has turned. The man going out now, that's Damien Hodge. Going out to partner Terry Adams. Terry Adams yet to score, is looked on from the non-strikers end. So Bowen comes back without scoring, the captain of the Super Sixers, from 107 for 1. This game has certainly taken a major twist. 107 for 4. Masimba Bowen going without troubling the scorer. He's gone for duck. Before him, Munson Hodge out for 52. And before Munson, his brother, Yusuf Hodge, all in the same over, bowled by Ashley White, going for 21. 107 it is for the loss of 4 wickets in this crucial over number 16. Being bowled by Ashley White. And at the end of this one, I'll ask my friend John Millington to come in and describe the final 4 overs of this particular innings and how this game has turned from 107 for 1 in the space of a couple of deliveries, a few deliveries, I should say, 107 for 4. Ashley White picking up 3 wickets, and he still has the ball in his hand. The over is still not up. In the 16th over we are, 107 for the loss of 4. As Ashley White goes in now, 3 wickets under his belt, gets a good delivery. And Damien Hodge coming onto the front foot, plays it into the offside field, and there is no run. Ashley White just missing out on a hat-trick, but it got Masimba Bowen in the following delivery. 3 wickets in this over for White. He goes in now and bows this one up to Damien Hodge, comes onto the front foot, plays the ball into the onside. It's the end of the over. A very, very successful one indeed for the captain of the Foreign Stars, Ashley White, picking up 3 wickets in the over. And the Sixers sliding from 107 for 1 moments ago, looking in a very, very strong and powerful position. They've slipped now to 107 for 4 after 16 overs.
Yes, it is a very good comeback by the Foreign Stars. They made a very good comeback by 107 for 1, now 107 for 4. Millie, what do you have to say about it?
Well, yesterday we saw 99 being the unlucky number for the Beamers. 99 being the unlucky number for Beamers yesterday. It's 107 for the Super Sixers today, losing some 3 wickets with a score on 107, and they are yet to get off that unlucky number.
Yeah, 107 is that lucky number.
107 for 4 from a real dominant position, place where they could have launched from. Well, they will have to look to rebuild with just 4 overs to go. Not a lot, but likes of Terry Adams would need to get his eyes in really, really fast. Here is Monix from the Central Polyclinic end to bowl to Terry Adams. Ball to Adams. Adams is looking to drive through the offside. Ball coming off the bottom of the bat and going down the track to the right of the bowler. Didn't make much of an attempt to stop it. Adams is off the mark. He's on 1. It's Terry Adams. And the score moves on to 108. So that unlucky number is gone. 108 for 4. Super Sixers winning the toss, choosing to bat against the Foreign Stars. Here is Monix to bowl to Damian Hodge. Bowl to Hodge. Hodge is coming back, and when he gets there, he realized that the ball was flat. It wasn't really making any height, and he came down hard in it. Ball going out to extra cover. No run resulting. Dangerous, Ashley White is there. Oh, he's the man for the Stars, leading by example in all the words. Here is Damian making some adjustments to his glove, to his tips. We have a man there on the square leg boundary, mid wicket, long on, long off, and deep extra cover the man on the boundary. Here is Monix to bowl to Damian Hodge. Bowl to Hodge. Hodge is getting one that is walking off the pad to the man at short mid wicket. He can't stop the single. He's off the mark. That is Damian Hodge. The total moves on to 109. In the course of over number 17, 109 for 4. It brings Terry Adams, the veteran, back on strike. Field remains the same for Adams. Here is Monix to Adams. Adams is coming down hard on that one. That goes to a regulation cover. It is Ashley White who moves around field. No run resulting. Score remains on 109. 109 for 4. Here is Monix again to bowl to Adams. Bowl to Adams. Adams is hitting this one down the ground. It's Shiv. Comes around. Benjamin gets it on the one bounce. 110. Adams moves on to 2. And Hodge is on 1. Manson Hodge went for 52. Here is Monix bowl to Hodge. Hodge is rocked on the pad. Not out says the umpire. Over number 17 come to an end. Not a bad over there in the line of things. Sambo.
Yes, it was a very good over by Monix. A very steady over indeed by the putting the brakes on the Farrington Stars here, who was scoring very freely. But now there is a brakes on them by the slow bowling of Ashley and Monix.
Yes, Ashley White started with his medium pacers, but he came back in his third over and he bowled a leg spin. Came back as a leg spinner, and he did the trick, taking some 3 wickets in the over without conceding a run. Ashley White, from this the commentators box, and he's going to move away to Terry Adams. Adams has mid wicket, long on, man, square leg boundary, man, mid off, 3/4. Here is Adams is driving, can't score. Ashley White moves smartly to his left and fields off his own bowling. Score remains on 110. 110 for 4. Terry Adams in over number 18. Taps away, waits for Ashley White. Ashley White is making some adjustments to his field, asking short mid wicket to get closer. Here is White to bowl to Adams. Adams is getting a wide delivery, and that's good fielding there. Brilliant bit of work there by Monix. That is brilliant bit of work by Monix, falling away on it and ensuring that they couldn't get more than one. Terry Adams has his third run, and the total moves on to 111. Terry Adams is wanting his hat, says, I don't need a helmet out here, I need my cap. Here is Ashley White with number 11 on his back, moves away to bowl to Damian Hodge. Bowl to Hodge. Hodge is skipping, hitting that one down to long on. They're going to get runs here. They've gone for 1, and that's all they're going to get because Terry Adams will not come back. Damian gets his second run. The total moves on to 112. 112 for 4. In the course of over number 18, with 2 to go after this one. Here is Ashley White to bowl to Adams. Adams is sweeping this one off the pad. He's going to get runs here. We've gone for 1. And Terry Adams always going to be settled. Not going to get back there for 2 at all. Good bit of work done there on the backward square boundary. Adams moves on to 4, and the total moves on to 113. Well, they are valuable runs to pick up here. Here is Ashley White to bowl to Hodge. Hodge is hitting that one through extra cover point region. The man of the extra cover point boundary fields gets 1 Hodge. It's third run. 3-2 Hodge. 4-2 Adams. It's 114. 114 for 4. In over number 18. In this 20 over fair encounter, here is White to Adams, and he can't score. Adams can't score. Over coming to an end, and at the end of over number 18, an over in which he conceded just some 4 runs. 4 runs is 114. 114 for 4.
Yes, it had been a very good over here from Ashley, which he put the bricks on the Farrington Stars here at the Ronald Webster Park. A very good over indeed by the Foreign Stars.
Well, in the last 6 overs, they have scored some 16 runs. And that would be interesting. It would be very interesting to note. The Foreign Stars really pulling things back here from over number 13. From over number 13, the last 6 overs. Sambo gives way to the man Tony Fleming, and Tony would be. It would be interesting to note that the last 6 overs has just yielded some 16 runs for the Super Sixers, and has cost them some 4 wickets.
Yes, certainly has put a squeeze on the Farrington Super Sixers. Is that Monix going to continue?
It is going to be Raquel Cyril to bowl to Hodge. Hodge's ball! Hodge's ball! And the slide continues. Raquel Cyril getting back into the attack, and first ball, Damian Hodge looking to chip and loses his bails, and the slide continues. Hodge goes, bowled by Raquel Cyril for 3.
It's very disappointing end to these back-end overs, which we will call the business overs. The Farrington Super Sixers not negotiating the bowling as well as they would have liked to, and really push their scores on at all Millington.
So Damani Hodge is the new batsman, the brother of Damian Hodge. That's the off spinner, and Hodge would want to see it to the end. 114 for 5 from a very dominant position of 107 for 1. They have collapsed. This is not even a mini collapse, it's a significant collapse with 114 for 5, and we are into the 18th over, losing some 5 wickets for 16 runs from 6.1.
Yes, you said 16, but I think it's more like 7 because they were 107 for 1.
Wow.
And it's really a calamitous collapse here for the Farrington Super Sixers.
It's going to be Raquel Cyril who will continue. He will be bowling to the new batsman, Damani Hodge. Here is Cyril to bowl to Hodge. To this delivery, Hodge is getting one that he's just killing right in his crease. So he's looking to probably give himself some room, but the ball was quickly on to him. Score remains on 114. Here is Cyril to bowl to Hodge. Pass Empire bowl to Hodge. Hodge's ball! Cyril gets him the very same way in which he got his brother. Raquel Cyril strike again, and the spinners are reaping havoc for the Super Sixers.
Well, yes, I don't know, after the fall of Yusuf Hodge and his brother Munson Hodge, we have seen what as if they are skating on ice here, the Farrington Super Sixers. Well, they've got 114 runs on the board. Whether that will be enough, it's yet to be seen, but really solid comeback here from the Foreign Stars after they were really under the gun with the 2 brothers batting. They have really pulled things back and are really ending their fielding in grand style here, Millington.
Indeed. Well, from Longford is new batsman. Longford from 107 for 1 to 107 to 114 for 6. What a slide, what a collapse this has been. And that will include the likes of Yusuf Hodge, Manson Hodge, Masimba Bowen, Damani, and Damian Hodge. It's Langford who will do battle against Cyril. Raquel Cyril from the Central Polyclinic end to bowl to Langford is beaten outside the line of the off stump. The bails taken off. Not out saves the square leg. Proctor says that's not out. Well. Cricket, a game of glorious uncertainty. It's not a game you will want to bet on at all. Here is Cyril to bowl to Langford. He's driving nicely out to the man at deep extra cover. Langford is off the mark. He gets one and score moves on to 105. 105 for 6. 115 for 6. 115 for 6. Here is Cyril to bowl to Terry Adams. Terry Adams taps away in over number 19 to this delivery. He is hitting it. This is going to go for runs here. Splitting the only two men there on the offside is long off and deep extra cover. Had no chance and a good end to the over for Terry Adams. He moves on to 9. Adams is on 9 and the score is 119. 119 for 6 at the end of over number 19. Well, 107 it was, 107 for 1, from 107 for 1 to 119 in the course of, at the end of over number 19.
Good welcome boundary there for the Farrington Super Sixers. They have been a serious part of bother here in the from over number 16 there and thereabout, and they have really been in a rut, so to speak, and so that will augurs well for the Farrington Super Sixers Millie. But what I can tell you, White Bowl 4 overs, 1 maiden, 12 runs, 3 wickets, and Cyril 4 overs for 24 runs and 2 wickets. So really good return there from the Farrington, the Foreign Stars bowling there.
Yes. Here is Shift to bowl the final over Benjamin, and that's a dot ball goes into the scorebook. Benjamin to finish for the Foreign Stars. 119 for 6. In the course of over number 20 being bowled by Shunner and Benjamin. From this, the commentators boot end. Shift passes umpire Proctor, bowl, and that's a wide call and signal by the umpire. Score moves on to 120. 120. Langford is on 1 and Terry Adams is on 9 with 5 balls. What can they get to? Can they get up to 130? Can they get up to 135? We'll see what they can get to. Can they get up to 130? Benjamin stands at the top of his mark, then moves away. Ball to Langford to this delivery. He's getting one that is coming forward and driving to the man at cover. Terry Adams is off the mark very quickly, and Langford gets his second run, and the total moves on to 121. 121. Langford is on 2. Terry Adams is on 9. In the course of over number 20, the Farrington Super Sixers winning the toss earlier in the day, choosing to bat. They elected to bat, and they started well. Here is Benjamin to bowl to Adams. Adams is, that's swinging himself off his feet. He almost looked like Rishabh Pant today at one moment. The only difference is that Pant makes contact.
Yes, certainly.
Pant would make contact. Here is Benjamin again to bowl to Adams to this delivery. Adams is sitting this one down to long on. White is in the way. And he sends the return. Total moves on by 1 to 122. 10 is Adams. Big shout out to all those who are taking our commentaries. Here is Benjamin to bolt along the foot to this delivery. He's hitting this one down to long on again. That's all they're going to get. 1 run. That's all they're going to get. Long the foot gets his 3rd run, and the total moves on to 123. So we say to all those of our young men who have been selected on the Leeward Island training squad, congratulations goes out to you. Here is Benjamin to bowl to Adams. Adams is swinging this one, hitting this one long, hard, 1 bounce into the arms of White, and he will not get more than 1. And that's 124. That's the end of the innings. That's the end of the innings. 124. 124 from 107 for 1. The only in the last 7 overs, would you believe it? In the last 8 overs, they scored 26 runs. In the last 8 overs, they scored 26 runs for the loss of some 6 wickets, 5 wickets, 6 wickets rather.
Certainly Millington, and falling away badly there, the Farrington Super Sixers, after having laid the foundation, laid the platform, didn't do justice in pushing on at all, just scoring 124 runs from the allotment of 20 overs. And the foreign stars will certainly feel good of themselves that they would have pulled things back considerably. They were looking at a score anywhere between 130, 150 when Youssef and his brother Munson Hodge was batting. But after the fall of both batters, they fell away terribly and was hardly were able to move the ball off the square mill.
Indeed. But one of the things that I must say is kudos to the Foreign Stars team, because it is just about 16 minutes to 3 o'clock, and remember this game started late, started just about 17 minutes after 1 o'clock, and the 20 overs has been bowled in record time, in really good time.
Yes, certainly they have, and I think we have to give credit to the captain as well in White. I think he used his bowlers very well, knew when to interject himself. That really caused that slide, that slide for the Farrington Super Sixers. So all in all, good captaincy, apart from 1 or 2 blemishes in the field, especially when that high catch was dropped because of miscommunication. I think they can consider themselves that they would have set themselves well and are looking certainly to trace what is a respectable total within their reach.
Well, a total of 124. It is going to be a good game. I can assure you, Tony, that and the public, that this game is not over. It is not over by the slightest stretch of imagination. We saw from a very dominant position of 107 for 1. 107 for 1, and they just capitulated to 124 after the 20th over. And so we know what cricket, we have always said it, cricket is a game of glorious uncertainty. It's not over until the fat lady sings. Well, she has just arrived in the wicket, in the ground, Tony.
Well, certainly, and you might say 124 is a gettable score for the Foreign Stars, but runs on the boards are runs on the board, and they will certainly need to go and chase those 124 runs. On the other hand, the Farrington Super Sixers, the defending APL champion for 2021, will certainly have other ideas. They will feel very disappointed that they did not get much more than the 124, and I'm certainly sure they've got the bowling capability. I'm not in previously like last year, but they'll be certainly looking forward to at least curtail the Foreign Stars from chasing that 124 runs. So, like you said, Millington, we are in for a really good game of cricket here today. It's nice, bright sunshine. clear, not clear blue skies, but no threat of rain. We are not seeing any storm clouds, so to speak. As we look in the distance in the east, we can see a plane just leaving the Clayton Gillide International Airport, Millie, and a really good day for cricket here this afternoon.
Yes, indeed, a really brilliant day for cricket. It is a beautiful sunshine, but it is not as hot. It is beautiful sunshine, but there's a very stiff breeze that is blowing across the ground, and so it is really a cooling breeze, nice cooling breeze, and so it is going to be an excellent evening, a day when you have to be here at the James Ronald Webster Park and see the reply. It is a clash of the Foreign Stars and the Super Sixers. The Super Sixers, they really were pegged back by the Foreign Stars. After a really good start, some 54 runs for the first wicket, a 54-run partnership, and a 53 runs partnership for the second wicket. Then things just fell away. It was a slippery slope from there on in Tony.
Yes, and I thought Munson Hodge, who had really batted very well, opening the batting, I thought he applied himself really well, getting to his half century, and was really scoring at a really high rate of scoring, and to give away his wicket so cheaply and so softly, I'm certainly sure that he would kick himself for saying, well, I was pretty much well set, and that it was like, you know, he just gave it away. And I think after he and his brother, they would have lost their wicket. I think that is exactly what the Foreign Stars was looking for, because they were the set batters, maybe the more experienced batters as well, and those who, the informed batters, I thought they should have really applied themselves a lot better. But having said that as well, you might want to say really good bowling from the captain as well, for outfoxing the batters.
Indeed, you know, oftentimes it's easy for us to say poor batting by the Super Sixers. It is easy for us to say that they did not apply themselves, but we can't overlook how important, how well Ashley came back. You know, one would have looked for him to come back maybe from the very end that he started, or with his medium paces. He did not. He changed it. He went to his spin, and as he went to his wrist spin, it worked for him. You know, we have seen in this tournament so far where the spinners have really dominated and continue to dominate as this tournament go on. Not only that, Tony, but from yesterday we saw how uneven the wicket is playing. So the track is holding up, and so as a seamer, you would want to get the ball, hit the wicket, because some are keeping low, some are jumping, and it is going to be interesting to see a space-dominated attack. It is more seamer-dominated attack that the Farrington Super Sixers has.
Yes, the Farrington Super Sixers, in the meantime, they are just getting themselves stretched and warmed. Certainly saying, well, we may not have gotten the runs that we set out to get, but we have put 124 runs on the board, and we have seen in parts throughout this tournament already where the Foreign Stars can be a little bit suspect, so to speak. I mean, they would have played against the Razor Massive last weekend, and in a 12-a-side over affair, and the White and the other opening batter really batted well and was able to chase 54 runs in 4.2 overs actually. If they are of the same mindset and can apply themselves like last weekend, well, I'm certainly sure that the sky's the limit, and it's going to be a really interesting match here this afternoon. afternoon?
Well, Ashley White and Dion Williams, normally the starters for the Foreign Stars, and they will really have to put their head down and bat well. They will have to look to score the majority of these runs, 124. It doesn't sound a lot. It doesn't sound a lot of a 20 when you think that you have a 120 balls to get 124 runs. It doesn't sound a lot, but the Foreign Stars knows what it is to capitulate. They know what it is to really give their wicket a win. They, more than anyone else, can speak about how much cricket is a great game of glorious uncertainty. From a position where they were almost looking down the barrel of a gun, from a position where they would have been looking to chase from 150 up, they have now been asked to chase 124, 125 for victory. Their last 8 overs, can you imagine? Their last 8 overs yielded them 5 wickets, and they only conceded some 26 runs. In a 2020 game, that is almost unheard of.
Yes, and I'm certainly sure, Millington, if you would ask me who would have the more confidence during the remainder of this game, we can easily say that the Foreign Stars would say, well, yes, we've got the momentum. We were looking at maybe a 130, 140, 150 score. We have only got 125 to really take it, well, 124 and the 125 for victory. We've really set ourselves a good platform in which to challenge the score here this afternoon after having bowled so well in the back end of the remaining overs that was allotted to the Foreign Stars to really press the score on forward. And I'm certainly sure they will be feeling the more confident team going into this second half of this game. And I'm certainly saying, well, we did make light work of the Razor Massive over the course of last weekend, and we can certainly try to at least get out on the front foot as well and look to put the Farrington Super Sixers bowlers under some pressure. And if we can do that, then certainly we may be able to take this game. But like you said, cricket is a game of glorious uncertainties. We have seen it over and over. Well, that is if you're not Bangladesh and the West Indies playing.
Runs on the board. Runs on the board.
Runs on the board. Runs on the board.
Runs have been scored. It is now time to defend them. It is now time to get them. As we say, again, it is thanks to our sponsors. Had it not been for our sponsors, Tony, us being here would not have been possible. And so we say thanks to our sponsors.
Yes, certainly our sponsors has been real helpful in pulling this tournament off. And if it was not for our sponsors, we certainly would not have been able to be here. At the moment, we are seeing where the preliminaries but change of innings is taking place. The curator there in Bobby Black and his assistant there, the ever-present Cali Rogers, they are the ones who are really preparing the pitch for this chase for the Foreign Stars. And I must say kudos to John and his team for really day by day, weekend by weekend, has really given us a pitch to play cricket on. We know we would have been experiencing some showers off and on over the course of the previous week, but he has kept it in check and has given us the opportunity to really come away with a wicket that is satisfactory and that is satisfying for all the teams that would have played on it so far. And so at the moment they're just doing the house cleaning duties. We've seen where the Farrington Super Sixers they will come onto your screen momentarily. The umpires in that of Jimbo Proctor is out there. He's accompanied by Mr. Jack Webster. The light roller is been taken off the field at the moment. The Farrington Super Sixers, they are out and just about to set themselves, and we will see the two batters coming out for the Foreign Stars at this particular moment.
Okay, now this is the live shot, so when I move around, you're going to lose the wicket.
Yes, our sponsors were the American University of Anguilla. We want to thank Aurora Resort and Golf Club, 97.7 FM, Nagico Insurance, Carita Walgreen, Lindholm, Zemi Beach Hotel, Republic Bank of Anguilla, King Ocean, National Caribbean Commercial Bank of Anguilla, Sid and Pete Supermarket, Anguilla Electronics, Safe Cargo, Best Buy Supermarket, Mega Charles 54 YouTube channel that is streaming this live production here nicely into your homes, into your cars, wherever you are. Radio Anguilla, Class FM 92.9, Digicel. We want to thank C&V Apartments. You can give them a call, 476-6601, 476-6343. And those are our sponsors who so ably has kept us going throughout this tournament as the music has subsided and we are just about getting ready for the start of this innings here today.
Well, it's going to be Dion Williams and Ashley White, the two opening batters for the Foreign Stars. It's Masimba Bowen who will be taking the new ball. Bowen, the captain of the Super Sixers. He bowls some right arm fast medium, generates some very good pace and bounce. And we know how dangerous he can be with the new ball. What the Super Sixers have, they have some very good pacers with Bowen as well as Damian Hodge and Landeford. But it's Ashley White and Dion Williams, the two opening batters for the Foreign Stars. It's a deep third man, a deep fine leg, and a slip in place. The typical new ball field in a T20 encounter. 3 in the leg side, 6 in the off. One of those 6 is a slip, as it's Dion Williams who is on strike. Williams, the wicket-keeper batsman. Here comes Masimba Bowen. Right arm over the wicket in the ball to Dion Williams, and the first delivery, Williams is turning down towards the mid-wicket region, and immediately they are off the mark. Williams is on 1. The score is 1 without loss. Masimba Bowen generating some good pace early, but was probably a touch too full and a touch too straight as well. He will have the power hitting right hand and Ashley White to contend with. We would have seen previously where Elvis Monix would have opened the batting and White would have been the power hitter to come in at the end. But White has decided to take it upon himself and do the job at the top of the innings. Same field for the captain, Ashley White. It's a captain to captain. Here comes Masimba Bowen. Runs away from us now. The commentary box in to bowl to Ashley White. It's short and White cuts it away. Down through backward point. He will get 4 runs. Beautiful timing there by Ashley White. It was a wonderful stroke there by Ashley White. He just timed the way through a backward point. As I will say, good afternoon to Renford Kelsick.
Very good shot there from the captain, Ashley White. As I say, good afternoon to the listeners wherever you are. Chasing 125 for victory here is the Foreign Stars. Here comes Masimba Bowen. Right over the wicket, he's bowling to Ashley White, and White is dabbing it down past the slip fielder. They will get 1, and they will look to come back for the second, and they will come back for the second easily. Good running by this pair.
Yes, very good running indeed here. And that one was outside the off stump, and he just dabbing it down wide of the slip.
and the man down there at white third man coming around was able to cut it off, and they get 2 more runs.
It's going to be Ashley White on strike. He's quickly onto 6 from 2. The score is a 7 without loss. Bowen into ball to White, and White is hooking, doesn't make a good contact. The ball seemed to come very high off the bat. We've been beaten for pace. He does scamper through for a single.
Yes, and a good delivery there. That one hustled on to him, and he couldn't get around in time to get the shot he wanted, but he was just able to tap it down and get a single. Good going so far in this over.
We know the risk that you take when you bowl pacers in the power play. They can either go for runs or they can take wickets. Right now they are going for runs. Here comes Bowen. He's into ball to Williams. Williams completely mistimed that one. Was well through the shot before the ball reached. And you know how hard that has to be because Bowen is bowling quickly.
Yes, he is. Very quick indeed. He said that this year he's a 747 with the ball, so you know how fast that he'll be traveling.
Yes, he is bowling very quickly, Masimba Bowen. The Super Sixers, they possess some serious pace bowling in their ranks. They can go all pace if they want to. They have Bowen, they have Damian Hodge, they have Landerfoot, they have Danny Proctor, and they have Yusuf Hodge. Here comes Bowen, he's into ball, and Williams is going to leave this one alone outside the line of the off stump. It will be a dot ball, so at the end of the first over, good over for the Foreign Stars in search of 1-2-5 for victory. They are 8 without loss.
Yes, a good start here for the Foreign Stars, chasing 125 for victory here. And that last delivery there, Doc, as a batsman, you could have just tried to steer that ball outside the off stump. You know it's a 20-20 match. You just tried to push it outside instead of just leaving it alone. But the batsman chose to leave it alone and give him a dot ball. So all in all, it's going to be a good match here today, chasing 125 for victory. And after the first over, they are 8 without loss.
It looks like it will be Landerford will be taking up the attack from the Polyclinic end.
And I must say that Landerford, the first time I saw him, he was very, very quick on the same turf here.
The Super Sixers, they probably boast the 3 fastest bowlers in this tournament in Bowen, Damian Hodge, and Landerford. Probably the 3 fastest bowlers you will see on show. You know, last year they would have had a lot of pace as well with Jadel Richardson in the mix for them. They've always had a very good pace attack, but last year they were able to balance it with the spinner of the Adams brothers in Dimitri and Demetrius, I believe. The 2 Adamses, they both spin, and they were able to balance the pace attack. But now it's pretty much pace, and more pace.
Yes, that's correct.
It's going to be Landerford. He also bowls a right arm pace. Over the wicket into bowl to... look like White there, who's pushing to extra cover for no run. A very elegant shot, but just playing it off the square to short extra where Monson Hodge did the fielding. Ashley White, the man on strike. White, he scored about 40 runs in his last game, chasing down 54, and he scored them quickly. Landerford into ball to Ashley White. White is driving once again, but straight to Monson Hodge yet again, and it will be no run yet again. So Ashley White, he is a 7 from 5. The score remains at 8 without loss. 2 dot balls for Landerford this far. It's going to be Landerford from the Central Polyclinic end. Breaks into his run now. It's a very upright action. He's into ball to Ashley White. And White is turning it into the leg side, and they will get a quick single. White moves on to 8. It will be 9 without loss. 3 balls bowled in this over from Landerford.
And the youngster there, at square leg, mid-wicket, the youngster, I really don't know his name, but he seems as though that he's made...
Jamik Francis.
Oh, Jamik Francis, okay.
So there's young Jamik Francis out there, fielding at square leg. Landiford waiting on Dion Williams to get set. Here comes Landiford into ball to Williams. Williams is pushing it back down to the bowler Landiford for no run.
Very good over so far from Landiford. He's right on target there. And this one in particular, this delivery, where we see Williams just coming back and just pushing the ball back, and the bowler feels well.
Williams is taking his time thus far. Just has one from about 5 deliveries. Just one in this over for Landiford so far. Here he is now into ball to Dion Williams, and Williams he's going to tug this one back down the ground between the mid-on and mid-off fielder. It will get close to the boundary. They will be able to keep it in, so it's just 2 to Dion Williams. He moves to 3, and the score moves to 11.
Yes, he tugged that one and really tugged it hard, but the fielders down that area were able to move quickly and stopping the ball from going into the boundary. Very good shot indeed, and it was all along the ground.
Well, here comes Landiford once again. He's in now, he's bowling to Dion Williams, and Williams is driving on towards the mid-on region. It will be no run. That's going to be the end of the second over. Good over for Landiford, just 3 off it. It's 11 without loss.
Yes, a very good over indeed. And we saw there that Landiford, he's really on target because he's keeping that ball right between the stumps there and just forcing the batsman to play. But there's one particular shot there that Williams took, and he really tugged it well, but only getting 2 runs from it. So 2 overs, 11 runs, good going so far for the foreign stars.
White is 8 off 6, Williams is 3 off 6. Landiford with a good over. Mr. Bowen will be continuing the attack. Went for 8 in his first over. Well, we saw Ashley White played a very good cut shot off him. The lone boundary of the innings thus far. Looks like Damian Hodge is getting warm just a bit. He may be coming onto the ball soon. The third extreme pacer in this trifecta here for the Super Sixers. Here comes Masimba Bowen. Right arm over to bowl to Ashley White, and White is clipping it into the leg side. He will get a single. White moves on to 9. It's 12 without loss.
And if you check it, Doc, it's just about 6.005 runs per over to get your 125 runs, and we are into over number 3.
So if we go just above 6 runs and over, and I know that Captain Ashley White would want to be there till the end to see his side home for a second victory in a row. It's going to be Masimba Bowen. Runs away from us now. He's into ball to Dion Williams, and Williams is driving powerfully but straight to mid-on, where the man in attendance is Damian Hodge. It will be no run.
Powerfully struck there. We're going straight to the man.
Ball was struck fairly hard by Dion Williams. And it was a bit aerial, but it did bounce well in front of Hodge as Bowen turns. At the top of his mark, he breaks into his run, passes the umpire. He's into ball to Dion Williams, and to this delivery, Williams is just staying on the back foot and pushing back to the bowler for no run. So Bowen, he's come back a lot sharper in this over. Just going for the singles so far. Dion Williams, he's had a pretty slow start. He's 3 off 8. As here comes Masimba Bowen once again. All right, over the wicket to bowl to Dion Williams. And Williams is going to try and carve this one. Hits it straight to mid-on. It's just a single.
I think what he should do there, Doc, is that just adjust his shot and get it either to his left or to his right. But he's just playing the ball directly straight to the fielder.
If you saw Ross Powell's innings yesterday, it wasn't sheer power from Powell. It was controlled aggression. He was able to pick the gaps well with his shots. Williams wanted to take something out of that book. He's going to turn this one, but straight to the man at mid-wicket. And looks like Terry Adams there.
Yes, he is.
Ashley White will not get a run. Good over so far by Bowen. Just the 2 runs off it so far. Williams is 4, White is 9. As here comes Musimba Bowen once again. He's into ball to the power hitting Ashley White, and White is clipping it down towards final leg. The man coming off the boundary will do the fielding. It will be a single. White moves to 10 at the end of the over. A very circumspect over for the Foreign Stars. Just 3 off it. It's 14 without loss.
Yes, 14 from 3, which we need. There's still just about 4 runs behind their target. But all in all, we know in T20 cricket that when you start to hit, you're really going to hit. And then at one point, you'll have to increase the score. But a very good over indeed here from Simba Boy. He kept the balls on target, and with the batsman just playing the ball directly at the fieldsman. No doubt they had a mid-wicket conference, and they're going to, perhaps they want to change the tactics for now. So after 3 is 14 without loss, reminding all listeners that the target is 125.
It's going to be Landeford once again. He was breaking through his run, but he will restart his run up. Landeford, the right-arm pacer. They're bowling over the wicket from the polyclinic end into ball to Ashley White, and White is in this one off the outside edge. It goes down towards third man, a misfield, but a good recovery by Hodge means it will be just a single.
That's poor running, very poor running indeed. If the fieldsman fumbled, the batsmen were not alert, should have had 2 runs at least from that. That's one thing. That's one thing they always tell you, to look at the fieldsman, and he fumbled. So, but they decided on 1.
Here he comes again, Bowen. He's into ball now to Williams. Williams is pushing it back towards the mid-off region. It will be no run. The captain does the fielding himself. The unmistakable figure of Musimba Bowen down there at mid-off. He's very tall, very lanky. And it will be an action later today over at the REGTC, where we will be seeing the second semi-final. The Docks United, of which he plays for, will be taking on the Attackers FC. Here comes Landeford. He's into ball to Williams and completely beats everyone for pace. How fast was that delivery? It will be 4 byes. That delivery flew off the surface.
That was quick. That one was quick. Beat the batsman, beat the wicketkeeper straight into the boundary. That's exactly what I was saying to you earlier, Doc. That Landeville, he has some quick balls. He's a quick pace bowler. Very quick indeed.
Landeford has pace. That ball flew past everybody. We do know that Williams doesn't have the slowest bat speed, but he was very late on that one. Landeford is in again. He's working up some good pace. Williams is driving it through extra cover. They will get 1 coming back for the second. 2 more runs to Dion Williams. He moves to 6. 20 has been raised. They are 21 now. 21 without loss here in the course of the 4th over. 21 without loss as Landeford, he is bowling very quickly. Turns from the polyclinic end now. Tossing the ball hand to hand. Now breaks into his run. Passes the umpire. He's into ball to Dion Williams. And again, walking up some searing pace. We've known the surface is played a bit too paced at times, but he is making it look like one of those hard pitches down you would see maybe in Queensland, Australia. Walking up some searing pace off the surface is Landeford.
Gabble. Good paceman wickets.
Here he comes again, Landeford into ball to Dion Williams. Williams is going to leave this one alone outside the line of the off stop because it is a wide. That will be called and signaled by the umpire. The first wide of the innings, bowled by Landeford. He lost his radar just a bit.
But he is quick. That's one of the fastest balls I've seen
And he's still under 17 age.
Yes.
He's still at the age of under 17. I believe he may be 16 or 15 years old. Here he comes again now. Landeford waiting on Dion Williams, who's had a battle in this over. Landeford into bowl to Williams, and again he loses radar. The ball was all the way down towards Terry Adams at first slip. It will be another wide, and they did take a single as well, so 2 wides.
I think what he should try to do, he should try to concentrate and see if he can get a length. He was bowling very good at the start, but now he's being wayward.
I think maybe he could afford to pull his length back just a bit, try to get a bit of bounce off the surface. We saw yesterday that Daniel Durham, the spinner, he was getting good bounce off the surface. So the pace Landeford is generating, he could afford to be maybe a tad shorter, rather than on the good length. He could be maybe back of a good length. As the captain and the more experienced Masimba Bowen goes over for a chat with young Landeford. That's good to see from the captain and experienced pace bowler in Bowen. Here he is now, Landeford, into his run into bowl to Ashley White, and this time he's down the leg side, but it was fielded.
I think it touched the pad.
It may have clipped the pad on the way through, so that will be the end of the 4th over. An expensive one. It's 24 without loss.
And as I was saying, 6 runs per over, and that's exactly what is happening now. So after 4 overs, the score is 24 without loss, and Sambo will be taking over from me. I'll be back on a little later.
So Kelsick has made way, and Doc Bryan has also made way. Sambo has joined me. It's 24, the foreign stars, 24 without loss. Set a target of 125 here against the defending champions, the Farrington Super Sixers. So 4 overs completed, 24 runs scored, 11 to Ashley White, 6 to Dion Williams. And it's going to be Damien Hodge to pick up the attack from the commentary box here. Damien Hodge, who has a great deal of deal of speed as well, and he'll be bowling to Dion Williams, the right-handed batter. There's a third man, wide third man. There's a man at backward point. Cover, extra cover, mid-off, mid-on. Straightish mid-wicket as Damien goes in and bows this one on the line of the leg stump. Pass crisply, but well stopped by Terry Adams, moving smartly to his right at that straightish mid-wicket, and there is no run. Over number 5 in progress, and bright, brilliant sunshine. High, wide, puffy clouds, lots of blue skies about, and a few more spectators have certainly come into the ground at this time. 24 for no loss. They need to get 125 or 10 wickets for the Super Sixers. Here is Adam Hodges. This one keeps low and pretty quick as well. Great deal of pace, but a bad shot. Just driving airy-fairily at one that went away outside the line of the off stump. Damien Hodge working up a fair deal of speed here on a bright sunny afternoon, a Sunday afternoon here in the valley. Here is Damien Hodge running away from us in the commentary box. He's up to the wicket now and bows this one outside the line of the off stump. A great deal of pace again. This one moving away from the right-handed batter, and through it goes to the keeper Carter, who takes it well. Over number 5 in progress. 24 runs scored so far. Ashley White has 11 of those runs. 6 to Damien Williams, the other opening batter here for the foreign star. The target is 125 or 10 wickets for the Sixers. Here is Damien Hart. Runs away from us. This one is carried up on the line of the leg stump, pushed into the onside field. The man at mid-wicket, that's Terry Adams, he fields, and there is no run. So certainly we can sense, Sambo, that the Sixers are applying the pressure, using their seamers. They've used a predominantly seam attack for most of this season. Damien Williams is the batter. taps away at the crease quietly and looks up and sees Damien Hodge running in towards him from this the commentary box, and this one is outside the line of the off stump. It's pushed back up along the pitch. The bowler feels well to his own bowling. This is a good over here for the Super Sixers being bowled by Damien Hodge.
Yeah, we could see the youngsters working up a whole lot of pace here on this surface. Very quick delivery indeed.
Over number 5, Hodge polishes away on his trousers, turns at the top of his mark. And here he starts his run. He breaks into his run, now passes umpire Proctor and bows this one to Hodge, and he's bowled! He's bowled him! He's bowled him! He's bowled him all over the place! Looking to drive it through the offside field, missed it completely, and his off stump was shattered. So the first wicket goes down here for the foreign stars, that of Damien Williams, comprehensively beaten and bowled by Damien Hodge for 6. So Williams goes for 6. Ashley White remains not out on 11. Sambo 24 for 1 in over number 5.
Yes, he played a very bad shot indeed. He was playing straight, very straight all the time. But this time he went across and was beaten with pace and bowled by Hodge. A very quick delivery indeed.
So, very important scalp of Damien Williams. The new batter is Cyril. Cyril is the new batter. Going out to partner his captain, Ashley White. So the foreign stars set 125. Lost their first wicket in over number 5. Damien Williams comprehensively beaten and bowled by young Damien Hodge for 6, 24 for 1 it is, as Cyril is just having a little chat there with Damien Williams as he goes back into the shed to our right here in the Columbine Pavilion. So Cyril goes out to partner his captain, Ashley White, who bowled so well today. The Sixers winning the toss and batting, got to 107 for 1 or 15 overs, and then a major collapse, ending on 124 for 6. But they're into 5 overs completed, 24 runs, and the important scalp of Damien Williams. So Cyril is the new man going out, still making his way towards the middle. So the Farrington Super Sixers will be looking to apply the pressure here, Sambo, looking to squeeze everything out of this Foreign Stars team. Ashley White is the captain. He'll be on strike. Ashley has 11. He's batted well so far. Losing the wicket of Deon Williams, comprehensively beaten and bowled, playing across the line of a fast, sharp delivery from Damien Hodge and losing his off stump. 24 for 1 as we're about to see the start of over number 6. Bryson is the bowler. Marlon Bryson from the Central Polyclinic end, or the southern end of the ground here at the James Ronald Webster Park. He's a third man. Long leg, man at backward point, squarish third man, cover point, extra cover, mid-off, long on, straightish mid-wicket, man just backward of the square leg umpire. Marlon Bryson as the Sixers continue their seam attack here. 24 for 1, over number 6 is about to start. Here is Bryson, Russ is in from the far end, bows one on the line of the leg stump. And Ashley White comes easily onto the front foot and just turns the ball into the onside. And there is no run. What a game of cricket we have on our hands here this afternoon. 125 is already 124. The Sixers scored for 6. Runs already on the board. 24 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Foreign Stars. As Bryson motors in from that far. And he's up there now and bows to White, who swings at this one on the onside. Yes, the signal comes now from umpire Jack Webster. It's a wide. It's 25 it is now. 25 for 1. And if the Foreign Stars are to get anywhere near this target, this man who's batting now, Ashley White, their captain, an all-rounder who bowled so well, got 3 wickets here today, will have to be there. Bryson getting some word of advice, perhaps even encouragement from his captain. Simba Bowen, who's out at long on, came a long way in from long on to his bowler. Here is Bryson. Runs in towards us here now. He's up, bowls this one outside the line of the off stump. This one is steered down to third man. Damian Hodge rushes in off the third man boundary and fields quickly, sends the throw back to the keeper. White goes to 12, and it's now 26 to score. 26 for 1 in over number 6.
26 for 1, over number 6. The Farrington
Man out, Dayan Williams out for 6. The score was on 24.
Can you believe it? The Foresters looking for
After the first over, it was 8 without loss. Second, 11. Third, 14. 4 overs, 24. 5 for 24. And it's now 26 for 1. Over number 6, still in progress. Marlon Bryson is the bowler. He'll be bowling now to the left-handed batter in Cyril. Takes guard from umpire Webster. Marks his guard, looks around, surveys the field. Sees a backward point. A cover, short extra cover, mid-off, mid-on. Man out at square leg and a long leg as Bryson comes in now and bowls to Cyril. Comes onto the front foot, plays the ball quietly, easily back up along the pitch, and there is no run. Certainly, spectators getting into this one. Everyone looking on very intriguingly at this one, very keenly. And this very intriguing contest. Here is Bryson, comes in once more and bowls to Cyril. One carried up, driven powerfully. Nicely stopped by the bowler, running through, knocks it down. That one was carried up to the left hand, and here he was coming onto the front foot and driving crisply back up along the pitch on the onside, and the bowler Bryson fielded to his own bowling. Cyril is yet to score. Captain Ashley White, the non-striker, leaning on his bat, is on 12. It's 26 for 1. Over number 6 in progress. Bryson is the bowler. He's coming in towards us from the central polyclinic end, the southern end of the ground. He's up there now and bowls this one outside the line of the leg stump. This certainly will be called and signal a wide. 27 it is with that extra. That one pitching well outside the line of the leg stump. And the keeper Carter did well coming across to his right, a long way to his right, knocked it down with his right glove and picked it up. Simba Bowen coming in to have another word with his young bowler from that long on position. Goes back to that mid-off area now. Bryson just marks away, pulling away at the turf. And he's ready now. He's bowling to Cyril, who's yet to score. Comes in, bowls to Cyril, carries this one up. Cyril drives powerfully back up along the pitch to the bowler. He feeds well again. Very powerfully struck. Keeping it very tight here is Bryson. And the Sixers keeping it tight. 6 overs. This is over number 6. 27 for 1 is the score. The Foreign Stars, the target, I need to remind you, is 125. Put another way, 10 wickets for the Sixers if they're to win this contest. Now we see the man at long leg being brought up off the boundary marker. Coming in a few meters as Bryson comes in towards us once more. He's bowling to Cyril. This one is short, and Cyril claps this one into the offside field, going and looking to smack it through the offside, but straight to the man at point. It's the end of the over. 6 overs completed, and it's 27 for 1, with Ashley White 12, and Cyril is yet to score.
Yes, it is a very tidy over by Bryson, in which only 1 run came and a wide. He's keeping the pressure onto the Foreign Stars this afternoon here at the Ronald Webster Park here. The Foreign Stars trying to get 125 at 27 for 1.
And here we see some repair work being done to the bowler Bryson, perhaps just a stiff muscle on his leg. He's getting some repairs done just to right here from a member of the staff there. That's Charlie Hodge going out and applying some magic spray. He seems to be just carrying a little soreness in the muscle. That's Bryson, but he's going back. It's 27 for 1. About to see the start of over number 7, and it will be the man himself, Damian Hodge, who will continue from this to commentary box end. He'll be bowling to the captain, Ashley White. White will have to certainly play a very long innings here for the Foreign Stars. Looking for win number 2 in succession, the Stars. Farrington Super Sixers, defending champion, won the competition last year. Here we see Masimba Bowen just making some changes here. Very, very minor changes. He's asking who? He's asking the man at backward square to go right back, go back. I think he'll go in right. Yes, he's going right back. That's Francis, I think it is. Young Jamik Francis going right on the square leg boundary. So he's right back. There's a long leg, mid-wicket, mid-on. Cover, extra cover, going back now to the sweeper position. That's Daniel Proctor going right back on the boundary. There's a third man. So Proctor going right back. And Masimbo still ringing the changes here. We're about to see the start of over number 7. And John Millington behind me is asking questions of his own. But John is not on the field, he's in the box. Here is Damien Hodge. As he runs away from us now, he goes in both to Ashley White, who drives into the offside field, out to mid-off. Mid-off is a little deep and wide, and he gets another run. He goes to 13. It's 28 for 1. Foreign Stars. Start of over number 7, just one delivery. White 13. Cyril, the left-handed batter, is yet to score. He'll be facing Damien Hodge for the very first time. Again, we are bathed in wonderful sunshine. Very fresh present breeze coming across the ground from the east, blowing towards the west. As we look away in the distance, the Central Polyclinic facility stands out like a beacon. Behind that, as we look at the tower, cable and wireless tower, and even further behind that, we see the tower close to Radio Anguilla. Cricket, lovely cricket here, the James Ronald Webster Park. Damien Hodge, right arm fast bowler, young, sprightly bowler. As he goes in now and bows to Cyril, turns this one into the onside. Ashley White wants a single, but it's not there. The bowler running through very quickly, very sprightly, and prevents any attempt or any thought, really, of a run. Cyril is still yet to score. Ashley White at 13. Dion Williams, the man going, comprehensively beaten and bowled by Damien Hodge for 24. 27 it is for 1. Over number 7 in progress of 20. The target is 125. Damien Hodge, number 6, 06 on his jersey. He goes in now and bowls this one outside the line of the off stump, and Cyril flashes wildly at this one. It veers away past the outside edge of the bat, and it's taken behind the stump by Carter. Looking to flash that through the offside field, missed it completely, and it was taken behind by the keeper. 27 for 1. Over number 7 still in progress. As Cyril taps away at the crease, looks up and sees this young, wily fast bowler for the Sixers. Damien Hodge goes in now and bowls this one on the line of the leg stump, on the line of the body, looking to nudge it around the corner. Just seems to have taken it high up on the thigh pad. The ball just bouncing off the thigh pad slowly, just bubbling onto the onside, and there is no run. We continue to look at this game. Where will it go? Who will win this? We'll just have to wait and see. Over number 7. It's been bowled by Damien Hodge from the commentary box end in brilliant sunshine. Is Hodge running away from us. Zigzag, then straightens up and bows this one outside the line. This is slashed through the offside field, but nicely stopped there by, that's Terry Adams, yes. At a point, and Cyril finally gets off the mark. He is a 1. It's 28 for 1. Flashing that, and Terry Adams at that backward point position went down and just knocked it down, but could not prevent a run. Brings Ashley White, who's on 13, and he's playing a safe hand here for his team. 28 is the score for 1. We are still in the course of over number 7, and it's been bowled by Damien Hodge.
28 for 1.
Ashley White not quite ready. Outstretched left arm of Jimbo Proctor. As Damien Hodge goes away from us. Right arm over the wicket. Both Ashley White comes onto the front foot. Good delivery. Pushes it into the onside field. The man at mid-on, Simba Bowen, is deep. Hodge couldn't stop it. And Ashley gets another run. Ashley White goes to 14, and the score is 29 for 1. 29 for 1. Cyril is 1. Dion Williams, the man, out for 6 at the end of over number 7. 29 it is, Sambo for 1.
Yes, we see Cyril playing a very good stroke, but it was well filled by Terry Adams. It was very powerful indeed. And the Stars are making heavy work out of trying to score 125 at this time. Give credit to the Super Sixers. Their bowlers are on target here this afternoon.
So the Sixers keeping it tight, very, very tight indeed, as the music blasts away to our right. It's subsided now. And Marlon Bryson will continue from the far end of the ground. He'll be bowling to Ashley White. White is 14, Cyril is 1. 29 for 1 is the score. As we're about to see the start of over number 8. 8 of 20 overs allotted. 125 is the target for the Foreign Stars if they're to win this contest, or the Sixers will need to take 10 wickets. They've had 1 so far, 1 in the bag. They'll need to take 9 more. So Bryson just looks around the field, sees a third man, a backward point, a cover, mid-off wideish, long on, mid-wicket, man out on the deep mid-wicket boundary and a long leg as Bryson comes in and bows to Ashley White, turns this one to the onside, hustle through for a run. There could have been a run out here, but the bowler having to come to his right quite some way. Cyril was a little late in getting off for that run. Cyril was a little slow in getting out of the block, but in the end got through in time. 30 it is now, 30 for 1. White goes to 15. And the field changes over to accommodate the left-handed batter in Cyril. See the man down here at long leg just to our right. There's a straightish mid-wicket, long on, long off, deep mid-wicket, backward point. Short extra cover, sweep on the deep cover boundary. The bowler Bryson has been stopped in his way. Dead ball signal by umpire Webster. Cyril just turning away at the very last moment, not quite settled. Now we see the captain Masimba Bowen coming in from that long off into an orthodox mid-off position. Bryson keeps marking his run-up, just using his spikes to pull away at the turf. Masimba signaling to the man where? Signaling to his man at third man for the left-handed batter to go a little straighter. So there's a third man, a backward point sweeper, short extra cover mid-off. That's the offside field as Bryson comes in and bows to Cyril, the left-hander. Outside the line of the leg stump. Swivels and looking to hoist it through the onside field, misses it, and it's taken behind by Carter. And another wide goes into the box. 31 it is now. 31. This is the 8th over being bowled. And at the end of this one, John Millington will come in to take over from me, and he will continue with Theodore Samuel. Samuel Theodore, I keep mixing it up. Sambo. Here is Bryson, comes in now and bows this one outside the line of the leg stump again. Another wide is called and signaled. 32 it is. So the scoring ticks on by way of another wide. 2 consecutive wides bowled by Bryson. Again, we see Masimba Bowen, the captain, coming in to have a word with him. 32 is the score. 32 for 1. Dion Williams, the batter, out for 6 when the score was on 24. So very slow going, good bowling, good tight bowling here by the Sixers as Bryson comes in now. Let's see what he does with this one. This one is slashed into the offside field, but there's a man sweeping, fumbles a bit. The young player, Francis. 1 more to Cyril, takes him on to 2, and it's now 33 for 1. So Bryson bowling quite well. Couple of infractions by way of wides, but for the most part, he's been on target. So Masimba Bowen started the attack at Langerford, bowling very quickly indeed. Damien Hodge picked it up, and now Marlon Bryson. So we've had 4 bowlers used so far. This is Bryson from the far end of the ground, bowling now to Ashley White on 15. And White is bowled! Comprehensively bowled here. This is a big wicket. Comprehensively beaten and bowled. Ashley White looking to hoist one high over mid-off. Missed it completely, and the stumps have been rattled. So this is a crucial wicket in over number 8. Ashley White going for 15, bowled by Bryson. Sambo, it's 33 for 2. As I leave you for a quick comment, and before we bring in John Millington.
Yes, it is a very big wicket here in the name of Ashley White, who was comprehensively beaten and bowled with a rather slow ball indeed. That's a very big wicket, Millie.
Indeed, a very big wicket. It is almost as if he carries the team on his back, and when he goes, the team is done and dusted. Well, the Foreign Stars would have different ideas today. New batsman is going to be Benjamin, Shivnarine Benjamin, the new batsman. He would be partnering Cyril, Michael Cyril. So wicket number 2 going down with the score on 33. 125. And nothing short, as you can see. Head lifted high. Nowhere in line with the ball. And off stump knocked back. White goes, bowled by Bryson for 14. 33 for 2. 33 for 2 in the course of over number 9. Over 8. Still 8. Still course of over number 8. So it's going to be Bryson to continue. And the new batsman, Shivnarine Benjamin. Benjamin taps away. Waits for Bryson from the Central Polyclinic end. Runs away, passes umpire Webster. Ball to Benjamin. To this delivery, he's getting a Yorker. Good ball. Well played by Benjamin. Good first ball. I'll have to build a bit of ill discipline from Bryson. He finally got it right, and got it right at the right time. Sending back skipper Ashley White. Bryson turns at the top of his mark, throws the ball from hand to hand, and walks away, breaks into his run, passes umpire Webster, ball to Benjamin. Benjamin is pushing it down to long off and long mid off. Because the man is on the circle. No run resulting. Score remains on 33. It's all the threes. 33 for 2. Here is Bryson to bowl to Benjamin. Bowls to Benjamin. Benjamin to this delivery. He's getting one. He's looking to work off the pad. Doesn't make contact. In fact, it's been called a white by umpire Webster. Score moves on by 1 to 34. 34 for 2. In the course of over number 8. At the start of the innings, they required it's about 6.1 runs and over. Here is Bryson to bowl to Benjamin. Gets into a crouch, and then he gets there. He plays it straight to the man at backward point. The over comes to an end, and at the end of over number 8 is the Foreign Stars in search of 125. They are 34 for 2.
Yes, it was a very good over by Bryson, in which he took the valuable wicket of White, which would put more pressure onto the Foreign Stars here at the JRW grounds.
34 for 2. A very beautiful evening here in the Valley Anguilla. Bright sunshine, blue skies, see patches of white. Beautiful day here at the James Ronald Webster Park, and at the close of play here at the end of this game, all road leads to the Raymond Igesha Technical Center as it come alive today again. 2 big football games in the female division. It's going to be the Soldiers who will be taking on the Superstars, and at 7 o'clock the prime time game, it's the second semi-final. Ducks United will be taking on Attackers. That's a big game. Damian Hodge is going to move away from us here with number 6 on his back. Move away from us here. Passes umpire Proctor, ball to Cyril outside the outside, and it's crashed away. That's a magnificent shot, and it's scorching the grass. Masimba Bowen gets there nicely. They've gone for 1. We'll come back for a second. We're looking for a third, and we'll get it too. They're coming back looking for a 4th run, and they are going to get 4 more runs. That's 4 runs, and they're coming back for an 8th. That's a 5th run. It's the first time you've seen 5 runs run here. That's 5 runs to Michael Cyril. Well, he deserved 4, but he got 1 better. Deserving 4. The shot was a beautiful cover drive. He gets 5, he moves on to 7, and the total moves on to 39.
Yes, it was a very beautiful shot by Cyril. He played it very beautifully through the covers, and a very good fielding by Bowen, but there were still 5 runs in the over.
Well, hit the boundary, it would have been 4, but it was 5 well-run rounds. Score moves on to 39. 39 for 2 in the course of over number 9 and been bowled by Damian Hodge. From this, the commentator's booth in. He walks, then breaks into his run, passes umpire Proctor, ball to Shiv, getting one, rocked on the pad, no run resulting. Score remains on 39. 39 for 2. 39 for 2 in search of 125.
It's a low scoring game today. Don't blame
me. Absolute tragedy when the Super Sixers moved from 107 for 1. Here is Damian to bowl to Shiv. Shiv is getting this one back down to the bowler. No run result. No run resulting.
I have to tell you, it is an exciting
from 107 for 1. From 107 for 1. There was a collapse. Some 16 runs. Here is Damian to bowl to Shiv. Shiv is getting one through mid-wicket. They're looking for single. This is going to be trouble. Shiv gets home. He gets home. Oh, he's gone. He doesn't get back. He's gone. Ball watching. Cyril guilty of ball watching. Cyril guilty of ball watching. His partner is run out. And a further setback for the Foreign Stars.
Yes, that was an unnecessary run out here by the Foreign Stars because Cyril was there watching the ball and not paying attention to the batter on the other side. Very unnecessary run out.
Well, for one moment, I had to look to see what color uniform the man Cyril was wearing. Monix is going to be the new batsman. Monix, the new batsman. Elvis Monix will join Cyril. As we see the replay now, the ball that was hit to mid-wicket. Terry Adams picked it up. And the throw was wide, but good work by Carter. And Benjamin goes. Honestly, really saying, I'm not that fast. I could not have gotten there. And it would have taken 2 of us to make a single. You wanted to run 1 on your own, and that's why you got run out. Benjamin goes without scoring, and it sinks in further trouble. Cyril is on 7. It's a 39 for 3. 39 for 3.
39 for 3.
It's not over until it's over. Here is Damian to bowl to the new batsman, in the person of Elvis Monix, the vice captain of this team. Taps away in his maroon helmet. Taps away. Wait for Hodge. When Hodge gets there, Monix is coming forward circumspectly, playing it back down the track. Bowler feels in his follow through. No run resulting. Score remains on 39. 39 for 3. 39 for 3. Here is Hodge. Turns, walks, and breaks into his run. Passes umpire Proctor. Ball to Monix. Monix is looking to dab that one down to third man. Doesn't make contact. At the end of over number 9. And at the end of over number 9, in search of 125 for victory, the Foreign Stars, they are 39 for 3.
Yes, it is very tough going by the Foreign Stars, who are making very heavy work out of it there. But the pressure has been on by the Super Sixers here on the Foreign Stars, in which they are trying to get 125 runs.
125 the target. The Super Sixers, at one time earlier in the day, they won the toss, choosing to bat, and they put on the openers, 54 for the first wicket, 53 for the second. And at the fall of the second wicket, there was an absolute
That promoting things you don't know about.
Tragedy for the Sixers.
You can 10%. If you are late, you can 10%. Thanks for coming. Please stop at the back of the kitchen, right there.
Here is Yusuf Hodge, who is going to be taking up the attack from the far end. Hodge to bowl to Cyril. Cyril is hitting this one down to long. Oh, he misfields that down and long off. And Monix is coming back for a second one and will get it too. So 2 more runs to Cyril. He is on 9 and the total moves on to 41. 41 for 3. As I say, welcome back to Tony Fleming. It's going to be Yusuf Hodge to bowl to Cyril. As umpire Webster bowl to Cyril. Cyril is throwing this one off his patch straight to the man at short mid-wicket. No run resulting. The score remains on 41. 41 for 3.
But in the meantime, you can have your own water break, have a drink on me.
Here is Yusuf Hodge, turns, runs away. Pass umpire Webster, bowl to Cyril. Cyril is crashing this one, 3 extra cover. They have gone for 1. That's what they're going to have. Oh, again, Bryce misfields, and this time it goes through his leg and into the extra cover boundary for 4 runs. 4 runs to Cyril. Not good work there by Bryce, not all. Ball going straight through his arms, straight through his legs, and into the boundary for 4.
Really sloppy work there, Millington. As I say, good afternoon to all listeners. Minute, if you are listening to your radio, could you, while we appreciate your talking, it'd be nice to talk at the end of the over, please, as opposed to in the middle of the over. That will do us very well. Thank you.
There is a change of feel. There is a change of feel. Skipper Masimba Bowen has gone out to the long off boundary and has brought that's Bryson to the short mid-wicket area. So Yusuf Hodge runs away to bowl to Cyril, to this delivery. Cyril is hitting this one off the edge. You're going to get one down to third man. The man Hodge is in attendance there. One more run to Cyril. He's on 14. Brings Monix on strike. Not yet score. Score moves on to 46. 46, Tony. 46 for 3 in the course of over number 10. Halfway mark. 46. Who is going to be the man to carry the bat for the foreign sides? Can Cyril be that man today? Will the vice captain take up the role? The captain has gone. Can he be the one? We wait to see. Here is Yusuf Hodge. As there is a change in field, we see a third man at the deep extra cover boundary, middle, long on, long off, and deep backward square. And that's the field. Here is Yusuf Hodge to bowl to Monix. Monix is coming forward. Circumspectly. Slow ball, no run resulting. Keeper just moving away from behind the stump and taking the ball up and relaying it back to the bowler. Score remains on 43. 43 for 3. Is Yusuf Hodge, turns at the top of his mark, stutters, then runs away. Pass umpire Webster, bowl to Monix. Monix is hitting this one straight to extra cover. Bryce does well, ensuring that even it hit his hand, it ricocheted off his body, stayed in front of him. The end of over number 10, and at the end of 10, there is going to be a short break here, and the foreign stars in search of 125 for victory. Yeah, 46 for 3.
Yes, 46 for the loss of 3 wickets. The foreign stars making real heavy work of chasing that 124 that was set there by the Farrington Super Sixers. But I must say kudos to the Farrington Super Sixers. They have kept the bowling in check. A few injudicious shots being played by the batters there for the foreign stars, and I'm certainly sure they will not be too happy with themselves. They have not applied themselves as well they would have liked as they continue to chase these runs, making very, very heavy work of the chase of 124 that was set by the Foreign Stars. So all in all, Millie, I think it still argues for a nice, clean and tough contest. We are not out of the woods as yet, the Foreign Stars, and certainly while the Foreign Stars would have liked to have their captain in Ashley White to at least propel them on, the other batters coming behind him will certainly need to do the work.
Well, indeed, Ashley White is history. Ashley White cannot do it for the Foreign Stars, and so it is the vice captain who is at the crease along with Kelly Cyril. He will have to put that run out behind him, and he will have to bat for his team. He will have to look to overhaul and get as close as possible to this total. Coming off of a victory last weekend against the Razor Massive. The Razor Massive was skittled out for a mere 52, and they got to the runs in short order. So it's 46 for 3. As we once again say thanks to our sponsors. It is because of our sponsors why we are able to have this. So to Angola Commercial, National Commercial Bank of Angola, Southern Pizza Supermarket, Angola Electronics, Safe Cargo, and Best Buy Supermarket, Mega Charles 54, live on YouTube, Radio Angola, Class FM, Digicel, CNV Apartments, all on in the boat with us. Jereza Suda, Maha J. Suda, American University of Angola, Aurora Resort and Golf Club, 97.7. That's Radio Angola. Nagico Insurance, Carita Walgreen, Lindholm, Zemi Beach Hotel, the Republic Bank of Angola, King Ocean. We are really happy to have all of our sponsors on board. To Mr. Hodge, who is ensuring that our score sheets, we get them weekly. We are grateful to Lakes World, all of our sponsors. We are grateful that you are on board with us. To the committee of the APL, to all the teams and supporters, to viewers, we are grateful having you with us. Well, we're going to continue here at the JRWP. It's Damien Hodge who's going to continue from this Commentators booth end. Hodge to bowl to Cyril. Cyril is on 14. Here is Hodge to bowl to Cyril. Cyril is forward and he's going to get over the top of a bowler, but covering well is the man there, Yusuf Hodge. Cyril is on 14. Munich yet to score. It's 46 for 3. 46 for 3. Cyril taps away, waits for Damien Hodge, who runs away from us now. Passes Umpire Proctor, ball to Cyril. Cyril's getting a wide delivery outside the line of the off stump, looking to just run it past the man at backward point. Doesn't make contact. He was giving himself room and it looked wider than it really was. Looking to run it through the gap, that third man and backward point, and doesn't make contact. The score remains on 46 for 3. Cyril taps away again and wait for Hodge. Damien Hodge runs away. Right arm over the wicket. Ball to Cyril. Cyril is hitting this one. Down to mid-off. He's going to get one. Masimba Bowen is in the way. Cyril gets his 15th run. He's on 15. Monix yet to score. He's on strike. Score moves on by 1 to 47. 47 in the course of over number 11. 47 in search of 125 for victory. The Foreign Stars. Damien Hodge bowling to a man at square leg boundary. Deep extra cover, third man and fine leg. 4 men out. Seeing that man on the square leg boundary just coming square more of mid wicket area. Here is Damien to bowl to Monix. Monix is covering up, getting very square and spinning it back down the track. No run resulting. Score remains on 47. 47 in the course of over number 11. Damien Hodge turns at the top of his mark, walks and breaks into his run. Ball to Monix. Monix is getting a no ball. That's a no ball. He's going to get 5 runs. He's going to get 5 runs. It's a no ball. It's a no ball. It's 5 runs added to the total and a free hit. Tony, very dangerous ball.
Yes, the one probably just I might have slipped out, and
so free hit. And one getting away from the hand of Hodge, and 50 has been raised. 52 for 3. Here is Hodge, moves away to bowl to Monix. Bowl to Monix. Monix is looking. He's gone away again for 4. It is going to be. Oh no! Oh, well fielded there on the boundary. They're coming back for 2, and he's gonna get home. But he got very, very close to the boundary. Good work there done there, and it's another wide, and it's 3 more runs. So it's still a free hit. So it's still a free hit. 8 runs, not a ball bowl. Not a ball bowl. 8 runs gifted to the Foreign Stars. 8 gifted runs, not a ball bowl. Here is Damien Hodge again to bowl to Monix. Bowl to Monix. Monix to this delivery is getting this one. This is going to go away to the boundary. 4 runs. A lovely shot by Monix. All this work. Oh, the Indians plays that very well. That's a lovely shot off the legs and walking the way down to backward square. That goes away for 4, and the total races on to 59.
Certainly a really sweet flowing shot there, just using the wrist and the pace, and that ball rushed into the boundary for 4 good runs there to Monix and to his team, the Foreign Stars.
So Foreign Stars raced on to 59 in search of 125 for victory. It's Damien Hodge. Look to compensate here. He overcompensated last delivery. Here is Hodge to bowl to Monix. Bowl to Monix. Monix is hitting this one. That's a good shot again. Gone wide of the man at the third man boundary and into the boundary for 4 more. Oh, that is 16 runs from 2 balls. That is 16 runs in 2 balls. And a lovely shot there. 1 and over for the Foreign Stars.
Certainly an over that the Farrington Super Sixers can ill afford. They have certainly given quite a number of runs away in this particular over there, and then maybe just off the radar after the water break there was Damien Hodge not really getting the ball on target as he would have liked, and was punished. And a good over, probably the best over for the Foreign Stars at their chase at this total minute.
Yes, some 16 runs, and if you remember that he would have bowled before some 3 balls in the over, not a run, well, conceding just 1. Oh, well. So Yusuf Hodge is going to continue from the Central Polyclinic end to bowl to Cyril, who is on 15. Cyril on 15. Here is Yusuf Hodge. Right arm over the wicket to bowl to Cyril. Cyril is hitting this one in the air, down over the top of a mid-on. They've gone for 1, looking for a second. They will come back for it 2, and they're going to get 2 easy runs. 2 runs to Cyril. He moves on to 17, and the total moves on to 65 for 3 in the course of over number 12.
Over number 12.
65 for for 3 at the end of this over. The next voice you're going to hear is that Bryan. Here is Yusuf Arch to bowl to Cyril. Cyril is hitting this one down to a widest long off. Masimba Bowen is in attendance and sends the return. Can't stop the single. Cyril moves on to 18 and the total moves on to 66. 66 for 3 in the course of over number 12 in search of 125 for victory. The Foreign Stars. Munson Hodge would have top scored for the Sixers earlier in the day with some 52 runs. And then gifted his wicket to Ashley White. Here is Yusuf bowling to a third man. Deepak Shakova long and long off and back a man and square leg boundary. Here is Hodge to bowl to Monix on the leg side. And White call and signal by the umpire. Total moves on to 67. In over number 12. 67 for 3. Really getting wayward here. The bowlers for the Super Sixers. Here is Hodge to bowl to Monix. Monix to this delivery is hitting this one over the top of short mid-wicket and down to the mid-wicket boundary for 4 runs. Good looking stroke there on the pad, and Monix, confident, a very confident man now, and he's dealing in boundaries. That's the 3rd one in just 5 balls.
Yes, and it is as if the break has done the Foreign Stars a bit of good and has
here is Yusuf Hodge to bowl to Monix. Bowl to Monix. Monix is in the one straight to back to the man at point. Man at cover point there is Bryson can't score. Score remains on 71. 71 for 3. 71 for 3. Here is Yusuf Hodge again to bowl to Monix in the maroon helmet. Taps away. Wait for Yusuf Hodge. When Hodge gets there, he is playing loosely, but he's going to get runs. He's going to get 1. He's going to come back for a 2nd. And they're going to get 2, what we believe is going to be buys. We wait for the signal from the umpire. Is there going to be any? Yes, he signal buys. So 2 more runs to the total. Goes on to 73. 73 for 3. In the course of over number 12. 73 for 3. Oh, this is good going by Foreign Stars. Here is Hodge to bowl to Monix. Bowl to Monix. Monix is hitting this one. It's in the air. Masimba Bowen can only be a spectator, and he has clubbed that one over the top of long on, and that goes away for 6. A lovely stroke to end the over. Monix, a man on the mission, and at the end of over number 12, the Foreign Stars in search of 125 for victory. They are 79 for 3.
Yes, Millen, as I was saying earlier, it appears as if that the water break has done human services to the Foreign Stars and has disadvantaged the Farrington Super Sixers. They are all at sea here in the second half of the innings. Doc, as I say, welcome back to the microphones. They have got a spot of bother on their hands here is the Farrington Super Sixers.
I think the biggest spot of bother is the top scorer in the innings right now is extras. 22 extras so far bowled in this innings. That's simply not good enough. But Elvis Monix has certainly become a man in form. He's 18 off 11. That was a very big 6 off of the bowling of Yusuf Hodge. He just picked him up off his legs and whipped it away over corner. That was well over the rope. A very big 6 for Elvis Monix. But we'll be seeing their death bowling specialist, Danny Proctor. He's coming into the attack now. You'll see maybe 6 varieties of slow balls, Yorkers, wide Yorkers. He has the entire lot in his arsenal, Danny Proctor. He can bowl pretty much anything related to death bowling. He's a master of the death. He's a sneaky in-swinging Yorker as well, and he can get to sneak in between bat and pad. But he will be bowling to the left-hander Cyril. Cyril is a 17 from 18. Cyril is a 17. And Monix is 18. The two top scorers. Ashley White went for 14. He was bowled by Marlon Bryson. Williams, he went for 6. It's a 79 for 3. As Danny Proctor will be coming in from this commentary box end. As a long on, a long off, a deep cover, deep third man, and the deeper square leg out of the circle. As he has the left-handed Cyril on strike. Danny Proctor. He's in now to bowl to Cyril. And Cyril is... did he edge that Warner? He did edge that Warner! Danny Proctor with an off-cutter has gotten rid of Raquel Cyril. Caught behind for 17.
Well, talked about a time for a wicket. And certainly perfect time for a wicket there because these two batters was really pushing on along nicely. They were struggling at the first half of their chase, but had just taken 2 overs, so had really pushed the score on quite considerably. And the captain there in Masimba Bowen decided, well, let's try Danny Proctor, who has bowled very well and nice and tight so far throughout the tournament. Let's see if we can pry a wicket away on that. So he did with the first ball, and even make this match a little bit more interesting, Doc, because the foreign stars, they're not placed too badly. Some 46 runs, 48 balls, and they're certainly scoring more than what they are required. And they're still in with a chance, but we'll see what happens here.
Well, the 40-run partnership has been broken. It's Butler who will be coming in now. Burton, sorry. Yes, it is Burton who's going to be the new batsman coming in at number 6. So there's going to be Burton, who will try to build a partnership there. Right on track. They require 46 from 48, but they have lost 4 wickets. They just need to keep ticking the runs over. They need no more than 6 runs and over. They need 5.75 runs and over just to take this home. They're currently going at 6.5. They just need 5.75. Here comes Proctor. He's in now to bowl to Burton. Slow ball again. So peeling off the outside edge down towards the backward point region where the man at third man comes across and does the fielding. Burton is immediately off the mark. The score does reach into the 80s. It's 80 for 4. 80 for 4. Burton here is one from Warner. Monix, the man who's in form right now, he's 18 from 11. And it will be Proctor. Proctor's a natural swing of the ball, as well as the breeze from east to west, will take the ball into the right-handed Monix, who will try to take advantage of the mid-wicket region. The mid-wicket is in the circle, so he can go over the top if he wants to. There's a deep square leg and a deep long on if he gets the shot wrong, however. Here's Danny Proctor. Just adjusting his field, wants his third man a lot finer. And now Proctor's allowed to run in. Danny Proctor into ball to Elvis Monix. And this one is dug in quickly. That's a good ball. Monix was expecting the slower one. And Danny Proctor dug it in quickly. It will be a dot ball. That's a good ball there from Danny Proctor. He dragged his length back just a bit as well.
Keep it like that, Dan.
As now Monix is retaking his guard. Seems to be taking an off-stump guard. So it looks like he will be trying to target the leg side. Proctor into Monix. This one is high. It has not gone far, but it's going to drop. And they're going to run 2 as well. Nobody ever looked comfortable getting under that one, and it was put down.
Did they get the run that they got before?
It was Terry Adams, the man who was trying to settle. The ball kept sailing away from him. Again, the breeze is from east to west. And Proctor in and Monix. Oh, he edged it, but it was put down by Carter behind the stumps. Well. Elvis Monix was back looking to cut. Danny Proctor found the edge when it was put down by Carter.
After 107 for one, they crumbled to 124. Now we have a game on our hands.
Well, Monix is on to 21. The score is 83, I believe. 83 for 4. Proctor's had 2 catches dropped in succession. Danny Proctor once again, this time into ball to Burton, who's pushing into the offside, will not get a run. It's a good over from Daniel Proctor, picking up 1 wicket, but he should have had 3 really. At the end of 13, it's 83 for 4.
For 4, get it right. But 83 runs. Taking over is gone. Whatever you need, don't ask me. I was never good at math, but I can check money very well.
It's 83 for 4 after 12. And it looks like it's going to be the captain, Masimba Bowen, coming back from the polyclinic end. Simba, he's bowled 2 overs for 11 runs. Pretty economical. First over went for 8, but the second went for just 3. Simba. He looked to pick up the wickets himself, the captain of the Super Sixers. He knows he needs to get this partnership broken. Bowen bowling his right arm pace. Breaks into his run now. Passes the umpire into ball to Elvis Monix, and Monix is just forward and pushing into the leg side. He will get a single. That's composed of batting by Monix. He knows that they are ahead of the required run rate.
Certainly, and he's really playing a hand here today. He will certainly need to have the other batters from the other end to support him, and who knows, maybe they are right and targeting getting close to these runs now.
Here comes up Masimba Bowen, and now to bowl to Burton. And Burton is beaten outside the line of the off stump. He was playing down the wrong line there, and he was beaten. He's practicing the right stroke that he should have played, but he did not play that stroke when the ball mattered. Here comes Masimba Bowen. Going back to the top of his mark now, Bowen. A very tall figure, generates some good pace. But he'll want to be accurate now in these stages of the game. Bowen is in to Burton, who's trying to turn it into the leg side, but it's straight to the fielder there at mid-wicket. It will not be a runner. But over this far by Bowen, just 1 off it, and we're halfway through the over. It's still 84 for... It's 84 for 4 as Simba's in now. The ball to Burton, and again Burton swings and misses. They're appealing. Nobody signal. They keep her through the ball in the air, and they signal, and they will get a runner. They will get a single. And they wanted the man to be out. They keep her through the ball into the air. The umpire did not signal, and they went through for 1.
But it's a dead body, don't try to be
It's not dead.
That's going to be a bye, call and signal by the umpire, as they did scamper through for the single. It's all happening right now. And the Gerald WP dropped catches not being taken. As here comes Simba once again. And Monix is driving down to long on. Yet again, very good batting by Monix. And then when they come back for 2, good running as well. They get 2 more runs. 2 more runs to Monix as well. He moves to 24, I do believe. And the score is on to 87. So 87, Burton, he's 2. Monix is batting well, the vice captain, as Simba comes in once again. Simba into ball now to Monix, and Monix is clipping it down towards mid-wicket. It will be just a single. That will be the end of the over, and at the end of the over, the Foreign Stars chasing 125 for victory. They are 88 for 4.
Yeah, good going here by the Foreign Stars. 88, 12, and the 25 is what, 37 more runs needed. And we still have Monix out there. Batting very well indeed. We saw some missed chances there by the Super Sixers. And no doubt the trump card, Danny Proctor, will be coming back into the attack to see what he can do. But we have a very good game on our hands here, with 4 wickets down, still 6 wickets in hand, and we know that the Foreign Stars, they're going to go all out to see they can win this one day down.
And they need pretty much a runner ball from this point. They need 37 from 36 deliveries. This is shaping up to be a very good chase.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we know one ball he could get 6 runs, one ball he could get 4. So 37 runs needed, 6 overs left.
But can the Foreign Stars bring this one home? Or will Daniel Proctor have another twist to add to this tale? He's back into the attack now. He's a wicket taker, Danny Proctor. Can he get rid of Elvis Monix? Proctor into ball now to Monix. Monix is driving down to long off, where Damani Hodge comes off the boundary to do the fielding. Just a single. 89 is the score. 89 for 4.
89.
89 for 4. Monix is 26, I believe. He's 26. Monix is on 26, so 17 deliveries. He's batting well, but it's Burton on strike. Proctor to Burton. Burton is driving it straight back down to the border, who partially stops. Monson Hodge cleans up. It is a no run. 36 required from 34. Burton is on strike. And a number of Burtons in this competition. We have Dion Burton, we have Richard Burton, now we have Kay Burton, who's trying to cut but not making contact. It's again, it's a dot ball. 36 now from 33. 6.5 required. 6.5 runs and over. Needed for the Foreign Stars to get to 125 and make this their second victory in a row. Here comes Danny Proctor. Send out the ball to Burton. And Burton is a leading edge straight to point where no mistake is made this time. Proctor has his second. Burton goes for 2. It's 89 for 5.
Good. That was a good delivery there. Burton trying there to play into the onside. Got the leading edge, and the ball just went straight. An easy catch there to Terry Adams, who made no mistake. So it's a good match we have here on our hands. 5 wickets down, another 36 runs or so, I think, to see if they can win this game. But there you have we call it the golden arm of Dan Proctor again, getting another wicket.
We know what Daniel Proctor can do. Can he bring this game home for his team, the Farrington Super Sixers? He's currently taking 2 for 5 in his second over. It's going to be Desmond Oliveira, the new batsman. Can Olivier stay with his vice captain Elvis Monix?
I guess that Monix is going to try to attack the bowling now because he's running out of partners. And you don't have a choice because you don't make the runs, you're going to lose. And if you lose your wicket, it's better lose your wicket chasing.
Monix knows if he loses his wicket, that will pretty much signal the end of this one for the Foreign Stars. It will be Desmond Olivier, the man on strike. Take a look again at the wicket. This one Olivier's brought to the crease because of that simple leaning edge straight to Terry Adams there at cover point. He was trying to go for a big shot over the offside but got it completely wrong. A deep fine leg, a deep square leg, long on, long off, deep cover. Proctor into ball to Olivier. This one looked like it may have came off the pad, but it was well down the leg side. It will be leg by, it's called and signaled. It's 90 now, 90 the score, 90 for 5.
90 for 5. 90 for 5.
90 for 5. 35 required. It's just whipped away by Monix down towards the deep square leg boundary where the man and looks like Damian Hodge does the fielding. Just a single to Monix. He's on to 27. 91 is the score.
Another good over there from Daniel Proctor. Getting the wicket there. Getting the wicket there.
At the end of 15, it is 91 for 5.
It's 91 for 5. 15 overs is gone. It's not going to come back today. It's gone.
30 balls left. 34 runs to get. This is going to be a very close chase. It's going to come right down to the wire.
Score 124 after 107 for 1.
It looks like Landerfoot will be coming back into the attack now.
In their 20 overs,
So Simba bowled 1 in the second spell. That's going to be Landerfoot.
Can the Foreign Stars do it? Don't blame me. I won't be here.
Second look at that. A wicket there to fall. Just a simple catch really for Terry Adams. He dropped 1 earlier in the previous over by Danny Proctor. More difficult chance. This one was much easier. And he was able to take that one very simply at a cover point. Landerfoot back into the attack.
I think the batter is Olivier.
It's Monix on strike. Monix on strike. Landerfoot from the polyclinic end, then to bowl to Elvis Monix. This one wide outside the line of the off stump. It will be called and signaled a wide by the umpire. Again, the leading scorer today, I believe, is extras. I believe the leading scorer on the day for the Foreign Stars is extras. 33 needed from 30. Landerfoot tossing the ball from his right hand to his left. Now breaks into his run. Past the umpire into ball to Elvis Monix. This one off the inside edge. And off the pad down towards the Silly Point region. It will be no run.
The batter there was looking for a single, but the non-striker was not interested.
Not at all. I think he wants to keep Elvis Monix on strike. I don't think he wants to face the pace of that man, Landerfoot. Is in again now, Landerfoot to bowl to Elvis Monix. Monix is back looking to cut. It will be a wide called and signaled by the umpire once again. It's another wide. At the end of this over, taking you home, it will be Keith Stonegraves. Landerfoot, he'll have to get his radar right. Giving away 2 runs. And he's only delivered the 1 legal delivery. Monix, who's on 27.
Anyway.
Monix 27 off 19, I do believe. So here comes Landerfoot into bowl to Elvis Monix. And to this delivery, Monix is trying to drive. Completely missed that one. Played down the wrong line. It's going to be a dot ball that goes into the scorer's book. Landerfoot turning at the top of his mark. He's not generating the amount of pace he did earlier. You know, the pitch, it dries out really after the water break in both innings as the roll wears off. Monix driving down towards the longer fielder, and Elvis Monix has to go. Masimba Bowen takes the catch, and the vice captain of the Foreign Stars, and possibly the last hope of the Foreign Stars, goes. Elvis Monix is gone for 27.
That's a very good catch. It was a straightforward catch. Actually, the ball was struck directly to him, and he didn't have to move, just wait for the ball to come into his cup and held on to the catch. But a very good knock there from the vice captain for the Foreign Stars. He really kept his guns and played very well.
Looks like it's going to be Ashby who's a no batter.
Ashley.
It's going to be Ashby who's coming into the wicket now. But as Monix walks off the field now, has the Foreign Stars' chance of victory walked off with him?
Well, you never know until it's not over until it's over, because these two other batters, they can strike a deal, maybe one or two big hits, but 30. What's the score at this point?
It's 93 the score.
93, 7, that's 7 and 25. That's 32 runs.
32 required from 27 deliveries.
2 sixes can change everything.
Can they hit 2 sixes is the question.
Well, you know, when you swing and you connect, what can happen?
Landerfoot, right arm over the wicket into bowl to Olivier, who is going to swing and miss at this one. Seem to have cut over that delivery. Landerfoot, he's coming, he's gotten the prize wicket his captain would have wanted. Elvis Monix has gone for 27. Landerfoot once again into both of Desmond Olivier. This one he connects with and cuts ferociously down towards the cover point region, where Hart is going to come across and do the fielding, but they will get 2 runs.
It's a very good shot indeed, and well fielded there. The guy here from third man going around quickly and was able to stop it, as Proctor was also coming there from the sweeping position there at extra cover. Good stop indeed.
It's going to be Landerfoot. 1 ball left in the over. Can he finish strong? It's into ball. The man steps across. He's wrapped on the pads, but he stepped a bit too far across. Was struck outside the line of the off stump, and they scamper through for 1 leg by.
Yeah, I don't think the umpire signal.
Probably was an inside edge, I guess. So 1 more run to Olivier, and it's going to be 94 for 6 at the end of 16. And the next voice you will hear in the hot seat after comments from Kelsick is going to be to take you home, Keystone Graves.
Yes, a very good over there again from Vanderbilt. Getting the wicket, the prize wicket there of the vice captain for the
So 16 overs completed, 96 for 5. The target is 125 Renford.
Yes.
And that's looking like a long, long way. But
yes,
cricket, it's not over till it's over.
That's correct. That is so true.
So Olivier is 2 not out. Ashby yet to score.
3 not out.
3 not out is Olivier. Ashby is yet to score. Danny Proctor will continue from the commentary box end. And he'll be bowling to Olivier. 96 for the loss of 5. Foreign Stars. Proctor anxious to polish things off here for the Super Sixers. Here is Danny Proctor. 2 wickets, should have gotten more. This one is driven at outside the line of the off stump. Through it goes to the keeper. Score is kept on 96. And what a game we've had here today at the James Ronald Webster Park. Ashby and Olivier now meet in mid-pitch to have a little chat.
Yes, they're having a conference there, and no doubt trying to see if they can get some tactics together, because they need another one. 29 runs also. It's 96. Yes, another 29
96.
runs. Another 29 runs, and time is running out. The overs are running out. So if you can push the ball, get the 1s and 2s, you can get home still.
You would want to get every run in. The batter is Olivier. Non-striker is Ashby with his dreadlocks. Danny Proctor with the ball in hand, eager to get in and polish off the rest of the Foreign Stars innings here. 125, we need to keep reminding you, is the target. Umpire Proctor with his left arm outstretched. Some minor changes been made to the field, but Proctor is ready now, running away from us. He's up to the wicket now, but was a slow delivery. This one is swung out to the man at mid-wicket. That is Terry Adams, and a single for Olivier. He goes to 4, and it's now a 97 for the loss of 5 in over number 17. This is the 17th over being bowled from the commentary box end of the ground here at the James Ronald Webster Park. Cool conditions now. Lost the sunshine momentarily. Some white puffy clouds away off to our west. It's blocking the sunshine momentarily. This one is Proctor. This one is dabbed nicely into the offside field, but straight to the man at point. There is no run. Ashby is yet to score. Over number 17 in progress. Danny Proctor was bowled well, batted well as well. Proctor got... Olivier is on 3. Olivier is on 3. We've been confirmed. Olivier is on 3. We said 4, but Olivier is on 3. Ashby is yet to score. And it's 97, right? 97 to score, yes. Danny Proctor again, running away. And this one, Ashby plays this one back up along the pitch. Proctor attempts to throw the non-striker's wicket down, but he's grounded. So Ashby is the man on strike. Olivier has 3. It's 97 for the loss of 5. Over number 17. Target again, 125 or 10 wickets
Over number 17 is bowling
for the Super Sixers. Foreign Stars looking for victory number 2 back-to-back as Proctor goes in once more and bowls this one to Ashby, gets it out and the off stump, pushed into the offside field. Munson Hodge can't stop the run. So Ashby has finally gotten off the mark. It's 98 now, 98 for the loss of 5 over number 17. The field, the third man, there's a man at point. There's an extra cover, long off, long on. Mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket, man out on the square leg boundary and a long leg. Long leg, 3/4 of the way in from the boundary. Danny Proctor is about to bowl now to Olivier. Olivier's on 3, 98 for 5. Proctor goes in bowl, so Olivier plays this one uppishly into the offside field. There's a chance for a run out, and in fact the stumps have been taken, and he's gone. Ashby has been run out, looking for an impossible single, was not there, dashed down the wicket, was sent back by Olivier, was looking for an impossible run there, Ashby, and losing his wicket. 98 now for 6 Celtic.
For 7. That was no run at all. Where was the batter going? That was going straight to the man. And what the fielder did, he went straight to the wicket himself. He didn't even throw the ball. No run. That was no run at all. In no sort of cricket. The ball was going straight to the fielder. So there you have it, another wicket going down for the Foreign Stars.
So 98 for 7. And we are still in the course of over number 17. We're trying to get the new batsman, the name of the new batsman going in. 7 wickets down. 98 runs on the board. Foreign Stars still looking to get
28 runs.
28 runs. Target is 125.
Over number what? Number 18.
And this is number 18.
Yeah,
number 18 is about to start from the far end of the ground. Landeford is the bowler. The new batter, we are trying to get the name of the new batter. Butler. So Butler is the new batter coming in to replace Ashby, who was run out in the last over. So it's 98 for 7 as Landeford comes in from the far end and bows this one outside the line of the off stump. And there we saw the batter there looking to force that through the offside field. Butler missed it completely and through it went to the keeper. 98 for 7. This is over number 18. This is over number 18 in progress. Landeford is the bowler from the far end of the ground, the Central Polyclinic, and he comes up to the wicket now and he bows this one and he's bowling. Bowled all over the place. Yorker length delivery, and the batter Butler could not respond. Comprehensively bowled there, Butler. 98 Celtic for 8.
I think that's it, you know. I think they were short.
98 for 8.
Yeah, I think there was. There's another man there.
There's another man coming out. 98 for 8. This is over number 18. The new man coming in now, Roberts. The new man is Roberts.
Yes.
With the score 98 for 8 in over number 18.
We notice now in these games that after the score reaches a certain figure that the teams come. And that ball was right up in the block hole, going for the big drive, completely missed, and he was bowled. But all in all, it was a good fight here by the Foreign Stars. They really put up a good fight. They had a very good partnership there with the vice captain, and then after both batters got out, it seemed as though that the end is in sight.
So the Super Sixers on the verge of another fine victory here in the Premier League T20 Cricket League. 98 for 8. The Foreign Stars set 125 to get in 20 overs, having restricted the Super Sixers to 124 for 6 after the Super Sixers were at one stage 107 for 1. So the batter, the new batter is Roberts, and he'll be facing up to Landeford, who's bowling from the southern end of the ground. So Roberts takes guard from umpire Webster, and he taps away and looks up. Batting without a helmet as the Landeford goes in now and bows to Roberts, and Roberts gets this one off the outer portion of the bat, down to third man. Should get 2 if they push it. They're working for the second. The throw comes into the keeper's end. The stump has been broken. But umpire Proctor is not interested, so he made it 2 runs to Roberts. So the 100 has been posted. And there we see umpire Jack Webster just signaling that we would want to go upstairs. We don't have the facility here for that. In fact, we have a monitor here that we're looking at, and we haven't seen the replay just yet, but we'll get that for you in just a moment. So umpire Proctor has been told to stick to his original decision, which was not out. It's 100 now, 100 for 8 in the 18th over, being bowled by Landeford. So Roberts 2, as Landeford comes in from the far end again. He's up to the wicket now and bowls it. Ooh, this one was a quick delivery, just outside the line of the off stump. The batsman looking to play, but eventually took the bat in, and it went through to the keeper. Samuel Theodore, Sambo has joined me again. Sambo, 100 for the loss of 8 in over number 18.
Still needing 25 more runs to win and 2 wickets.
Landeford it is, bowling from the far end. Can bowl some pretty lively and fast deliveries, this youngster. I think he's about 16, 17. Has a good future ahead of him as he comes in now and bowls. Oh, this one is going to be called a no ball for sure. This comes down to fine leg. That one, the signal coming from the umpire, so it's going to be a free hit. 102 now, 102 for 8, and the free hit. That one was slipped from the bowler's fingers there, going right over the chest high, and umpire Jack Webster calling correctly no ball. 102 for 8, over number 18. Landerford from the far end of the ground. Bright, sunny conditions here, nice breeze. Kicking up his heel, Landerford comes in and bows this one. It's hit in the air down to a backward square. They go through for 1. So 103 it is, 103 with that free hit. 103 for 8, still in over number 18. There's a third man, short fine leg, square leg right back on the boundary, mid wicket, long on, long off, backward point, sweep on the deep cover boundary, and a short extra cover as Landerford comes in now and poses. Ooh, that was a quick delivery, kept low as well, and went past the batter Roberts even before he had gotten his bat through. That was pretty quick. The under over number 18, 103 for the loss of 8. The Foreign Stars still looking at a victory target of 125.
Yes, they are still looking to win with only one more wicket in the dugout. Yeah, they still have winning on their mind.
Olivier is still there, he's got 3. Olivier is still there, and with him Ashby, Butler, I beg your pardon, Roberts has 2. 103 for the loss of 8. 2 overs left in the innings. Danny Proctor will continue the attack from this the commentary box end. So the Super Sixers on the verge of what would be a very fine victory here against the Foreign Stars. This is the 19th bin bowled. This is over number 19 bin bowled. 18 completed. 103 for 8. 18 overs completed. This is the start of the 19th.
Can you believe it?
So 18 overs completed, 103 runs scored, 8 wickets down for the Foreign Stars. They have been set a target of 125 or 10 wickets for the Super Sixers. So 22 runs required. Proctor goes in, and this one is driven, an attempted drive through the offside, misses it, and through it goes to the keeper. So Danny Proctor working up a field, head of speed here, broad of shoulder, very well built man, Danny Proctor. Played many seasons for the Anguilla national team. And he is bowling to Olivier, who's on 3. Roberts has 2, 103 for 8. Proctor going in now. This one, he slashes through the offside field, but straight out to the man on the deep cover boundary. The sweeper there going back for the second run. The throw comes into the bowler's end, but it's not taken cleanly. And Olivier gets 2 runs. 105 it is now, Sambo. 105 for 8.
Yes,
this is over number 19.
Still needing 20 runs to win. They are making very hard work out of it right now.
So 20 runs required, 2 wickets to take by the Sixers. Danny Proctor it is running away from us once more. He's up now, bows this one. This one is swung into the onside field. They want a single, but it's not there. They should have taken that. That was clearly a run. Man had some work to do coming in. That was Landerford. Did not take it. So it's kept on 105 for 8. Danny Proctor with the ball in his hand. Bowling from the commentary box end. So the batter is Olivier. Roberts is the non-striker. He's got 2. And Danny Proctor sending back the mid-off slightly deeper. That's the only change as he goes in now and bowls to the batsman who drives powerfully out to long on. Masimba Bowen, the captain, comes off the boundary. They're going back for the second run. The throw comes into the bowler's end, and they will get 2 runs quite comfortably. So 2 more runs to Olivier. Olivier goes to 7, and it's now 107. 107 for 8. So Olivier 7, Roberts is 2. 107 for 8. This is the 19th over, so just the final over to come after this one. This is the penultimate over. Proctor goes in and bowls this one. This one is clipped out too long on. Masimba Bowen is there wide long on. They want a second, but it's not there. 108 it is now. 108 for 8. Over number 19 been bowled by Danny Proctor. So Dan Proctor bowling a very good spell here for his team, the Farrington Super Sixers today. So just one to come after this. 108 for 8 is the score. 19th over in progress as Proctor goes away from us once more. He's up there now, and this one is driven coming off the outer portion of the bat into the offside field, and there is no run, straight to the man coming in from point. So another dot goes into the scorebook. Danny Proctor keeping it tight. Keeping it tight. 108 for 5. 1 over to come after this. The target is still 125. Foreign Stars looking for 125. This one is short, and it's attempted swing through the onside. Took it on the body, high up on the, just above the thigh pad. 19 overs completed. It's 108 for 5. For the loss of 8, I'm sorry. 108 for the loss of 8.
Yes, the Foreign Stars still needing 17 runs to win in the final over. 1 over for 17 runs. And Sixers need to take 2 wickets to make it through.
So 7 to Olivier, 2 to Roberts. 108 for 8. The final over will be bowled here this afternoon. Final over. 17 runs needed from the final over. The captain of the Sixers, Masimba Bowen, who started the attack from the Central Polyclinic end, will end it from that end as well. So it's going to be Masimba Bowen with the final over of the game. 108 for 8. The Foreign Stars needing 17 runs if they are to win this game in the final over. Masimba Bowen with the ball in hand. The field pretty much well spread. And he'll be bowling to Olivier, who's on 7. Roberts has 2. Now we see umpire Webster going across to have a chat with his colleague Jimbo Proctor. Simba Bowen going across to meet off, having a little chat there with Monson Hodge. The umpires are just inquiring the score. They just want to make sure, absolutely certain that they have the score. So both umpires are heading towards the direction of the commentary box. They just want to confirm. They just want to confirm that it is. We have 108 for 8. We have 108 for 8 of 19 overs.
Yes, still needing a handful of runs.
And Masimba Bowen would have started at that far end. Masimba Bowen started the attack. So this is the final one. 108 for 8. Our match referee is just coming in here. 125 is the target. So 17 runs required Sambo after final over. The 2 umpires are now going back out. They just came to just to check that this is the final over and the score. Again, it's 108 for 8. And this will be the final over. Masimba Bowen is the bowler, the captain of the Super Sixers. So umpires Webster and Proctor going back. Webster is a standing umpire, and Proctor is at square leg. Masimba Bowen is bowling the final over from the Central Polyclinic end. Right arm fast bowler. He'll be bowling to Olivier. Olivier is 7, Roberts 2, 108 for 8. This is the last over. Is a third man a backward point. Sweeper, deep cover boundary, extra cover, long off, long on, mid wicket, deep square leg. As Masimba goes in, and this one is driven. And that's the end of it. It's all over. Clean bowl. Comprehensively beaten and bowled here Olivier, comprehensively beaten and bowled. 108 it is for 9 as the final batter comes out. 108 for 9, Sambo.
Yes, Olivier
Bowen getting the wicket there.
Olivier was comprehensively beaten and bowled with still a lot of pace by Masimba Bowen. And they have nailed almost the final nail in their coffin for this season.
So Morgan Erskine, the final batter here for the Foreign Stars, going out. In this, the final over, Masimba Bowen just getting the wicket of Olivier, comprehensively bowled, going for an almighty hoist through the offside field, missed the ball completely, and his stumps were uprooted. 108 it is for 9 as Erskine will face up to Masimba Bowen. This is over number 20. 108 for 9 in the final over. Final few deliveries left in this innings. 108 for 9 as Masimba Bowen with his tail up comes in from the far end. He's up to the wicket now and bows this one right up into the black hole. Comes off the pad, maybe off the bottom portion of the bat. Erskine, there is no signal. There is a signal. Is there a signal from the umpire? Yes, leg by. Leg by signal. 109 it is now. 109 for the loss of 9 in the final over. 16 runs required. And just a couple of deliveries left in this over. Roberts is on 2. 109 for 9. This is the final over being bowled as we've lost the sunshine momentarily here at the James Ronald Webster Park. Here's Masimba Bowen. He comes in from that far end, bows this one to the batter who pushes this back up along the pitch. A hesitation, a chance for a run out, but Masimba Bowen could not collect the ball cleanly. Stopped it mid-pitch. Butler, Roberts, and Erskine wanted a run that was never won. So the tension certainly mounting. 109 for 9. And the Super Sixers just looking to wrap this one up. Masimba Bowen, the captain of the Super Sixers, with the ball, bowling from the far end of the ground. Here he is now, coming in from that far end. He's up to the wicket now, bowls to Roberts, and Roberts hoists. Looking to hoist this one out of the ground. Looking to hit this somewhere towards the Lime Cable and Wireless building. Missed it completely, taken behind by the keeper. So the Sixers in full control, Sambo.
Yes, they are in full control. The Foreign Stars will lose today, which they won last week, but they are going to lose today with only 2 more balls to get 16 runs.
2 legal balls left. Masimba Bowen turns at the top of his mark. Tall, lanky figure. Breaks into his run now. Passes umpire Webster and bows this one up in the block hole, but is driven down the ground. Out to long on. There's a fumbling there, and they get 2. Bad work there by the man at long on there. 111 it is now for 9. And I think this could be the final delivery.
Yes, the final delivery.
Barring a no ball, barring a wide. 111 for 9. What could be the final delivery of this innings? Masimba Bowen comes in from the far end. He's up to the wicket now, and this one is beaten outside the line of the off stump. Goes past the keeper. It's the end of the game. 112 is the final score. So victory here for the Farrington Super Sixers. They continue on their winning ways, defeating the Foreign Stars here today. The Super Sixers won the toss and decided to bat. They got to 124 for 6 off their 20 overs after being at one stage 107 for 1. And the Foreign Stars made heavy weather of it here, not really getting off to the sort of start that they wanted, but struggled throughout their innings. And in the end, falling short, reaching 112 for 9 as the players go out to congratulate the winning side here. So another fine victory for the Super Sixers against the Foreign Stars here today, led by Masimba Bowen. Sambo, your thoughts on the victory here for the Super Sixers against the Foreign Stars?
Well, it was a very good game by the Super Sixers. Daniel Proctor as they pick up the bowlers who captured 2 wickets, and they made very light work of the Foreign Stars, who struggled all about after losing their captain White for some less than 20, under 20. There was very hard work for them.
So a great win here for the Super Sixers. They played well. At one stage we thought they might have scored more runs, but the Foreign Stars bowled very well. They were very tight in the middle of the innings, restricting the powerful batting lineup of the Sixers to 124 for 6 off their 20 overs after being at one stage 107 for 1. And when they batted, they always found it difficult, losing the important wickets of Dion Williams and Ashley White. We saw a good little knock from Elvis Monix, who got 27, and that was it, and 18 from Cyril. But apart from that, the rest of the batting for the Foreign Star did not come off today. So as we leave you from the James Ronald Webster Park, on behalf of our commentary team, Tony Fleming, Doc Bryan, Theodore Samuel, Renford Kelsick, John Millington, and all the folks here at the Mega Charles 54, to the broadcast stations, Radio Anguilla and Class FM. It's goodbye from the James Ronald Webster Park. We'd leave you with the news that the Farrington Super Sixers have won their game here against the Foreign Stars. The Super Sixers getting 124 for 6 of their 20 overs and restricting the Foreign Stars to 112 for 9 of their 20 overs. So victory here today for the Super Sixers. So until we come back to this same venue, the James Ronald Webster Park, next Saturday for more cricket action in the Premier League T20 competition, I am Keith Stonegrave saying so long from the James Ronald Webster Park.
Yeah, it was a good game.
See that big fat